And what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Big Blue in the Bronx channel. We are back for another week, another series of MLB playoffs tonight, featuring the Texas Rangers at home hosting the Baltimore Orioles. The Texas Rangers one game away from a three-game sweep of the Baltimore Orioles. Rangers up 2-0 in the series. It is Nathan Eovaldi versus Dean Kramer. Shouts to everybody in the chat. But John, first thoughts between these two
Um,
teams? And
well,
also, please include who did you pick for the series originally?
yeah, of course. So first off, thanks guys for anyone that joins us tonight. I know it's gonna people start rolling in as this game is about to get kicked off. Sorry, not kicked off, but first pitch underway. As I already see Jacob in the chat, so shout out. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share out, watch to the end, do all the good stuff like you guys usually do. But I had Baltimore this series, and they are not looking too good right now. My picks for the division series have not gone the way I have expected them to. I mean, some major upsets. I obviously got the Dodgers series, the Astros taking it to the Twins today. But tonight we're at Globe Life Park. There you see Nathan Eovaldi back on the mound for the Rangers. Is Luca? If you want me, I do have the lineups in front of me.
Sure, go right ahead, John.
Or I'll read it off for Baltimore. So obviously Eovaldi on the hill for the Rangers. Leading off at short for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson, the catcher, hitting second. Adley Rutschman hitting third and right. Anthony Santander hitting fourth. The cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle at first. DHing tonight is Ryan O'Hearn, batting sixth. The left fielder, Austin Hayes, batting seventh. The center fielder, Cedric Mullins, batting eighth. At third, Jordan Westberg, and batting ninth, the second baseman, Adam Frazier. It's Nathan Eovaldi on the hill against Dean Kramer gets the ball tonight for the O's. So Eovaldi, a guy uses fastball splitter. He's got a cutter too, occasional curveball, but good to see him back. Had a really good first half of the year this year. Second half, battled some injuries along the way, which kind of slowed him down, but he's looking to put this one away for a in front of the home crowd for the first time. Because remember, Texas took this first two games on the road. But shout out to Armin in the chat. He says, "What up and happy hockey night." I know I was watching some hockey earlier. Let's go Pens. You could say that. I will despise that last comment. As Jacob says, the drama queen's late. Oh, he's already throwing shots. We can never have a nice chat. Everyone's got to be mean.
Yep. But it's interesting because the Rangers, their path to the playoffs was not easy. First of all, they were leading the division throughout most of the season. They get banged up a little bit. The Astros start to take the lead. Then the Mariners in the second half start to get hot. The Mariners get eliminated. And then the Rangers had a 2-game lead, and then the Astros took over the division. And the Rangers are just like galvanized. They're like motivated. They're led by a very good veteran manager in Bruce Bochy, who has been there, done that. He's won 3 World Series. I'm not going to go out and say that the Rangers are going to win the World Series, but you know what? Who knows? It is anybody's game at this point in the American League. I don't think there's one, specific contender to say, oh, you know what? This team's going to win.
They're one of those teams, Luca, that they have one of the better lineups in baseball. Not to say that Baltimore has a bad lineup, because they have a good lineup too, but there really is no such thing as an easy out in this lineup.
All right. So Gunnar Henderson will lead off for the Baltimore Orioles. Eovaldi is ready. Henderson is ready. The first pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Tudo, what's going on, brother?
Oh,
He
what's
says
up,
with the
man?
499 super chat, he says massive salutes and respects to Big Blue in the Bronx crew, Brooklyn, Tiny John, and all diehard Giant fans in America. Greetings from Italy, and F all the Eagles loses. Absolutely pitches outside 2-0.
I'm definitely tiny compared to Tudo.
Oh yeah, he it sounds like he's a very built guy, but listen, a guy who does rugby, absolutely with the rugby, but the count here is 2-0. Thank you, Tudo, for checking in. We hope to beat the Eagles this weekend. The 2-0 pitch to Henderson is swung on and popped in the air into center field. Retreating in making the catch is Lagares. One gone.
No, Leotis Tavares. Not
Tavares. I'm sorry.
He's thinking of the old Met player.
Lagares. But some same game parlay Fox has is Cedric Mullins to record a hit, best $10 to win $14.02. And Evan Carter, I think he's the catcher, right? Or the DH to record it. No, he's gotten what?
He's had a hot start. He's actually an outfielder, one of their top prospects.
Here is Adley Rutschman, a possible leader for Rookie of the Year. There's a called strike on the outside corner.
Mm.
One of the best young catchers in all of baseball. Count is 0-1. The pitch on the way to Rushman. And he swings and lines this one down the left field line, chasing towards the corner. It is foul. Now, John, let me ask you this. Who did you have higher on your list, Jonah Heim or Adley Rushman?
At the time, because at the time, I think Jonah Heim just got hurt. I might have had Rutschman, although I'm not 100% sure anymore. Because I'd say Adley now just because he stayed healthy the whole year. So now it's a little hard.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I had Adley when I was doing the catcher rankings.
Okay.
It was a while back, so I don't remember who I said at the time. Because remember, it wasn't a permanent list; it was temporary for the season.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a 1-2 count. Rushman hit 277 on the season right now in the playoffs. He is hitting 111. The pitch to Rushman is swung on and missed in the dirt. They are two gone.
I mentioned it earlier. There's the splitter, something Eovaldi has used quite a lot in his career, and that one just kind of bounced. I don't really think it even broke. I think Adley got a little too over aggressive there. But shout outs to Brad, Booyah, and Daniel Barry Sports. And Brad, I'm not full of any shit. You're in the book of delusion already, so I understand, old man Brad. Shane, what's up to you?
What's up to Shane as well? Pitch on the way to Anthony Santander is lined in the center field and base hit right in the center field, right in front of Taveras, and it's a 2-out hit for the O's.
Anthony Santander has been here, actually probably one of the more longer tenured guys on this roster, but still a good everyday player. Takes the, I think that was a splitter that that Eovaldi threw, and that's just a nice piece of hitting right there.
Lower outside corner just to be able to drive that through the shift.
Mm-hmm.
As that will bring up the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle, hitting 250 in the series.
Mm-hmm.
First pitch to Mountcastle is right down the middle and called for a strike. Mountcastle, 270 on the season, 18 home runs. I should say in the regular season, 18 home runs, 68 RBIs with a 779 OPS.
Got a lot of power, this guy.
Eovaldi shakes off the sign. Now he's got it. Count is 0-1. The pitch swung on and fouled right off the foot of Mountcastle. Count is 0-2.
Yeah, Booyah says, I'm hoping the Rangers win. Are a lot of you Yankee fans rooting against Baltimore? Is that how it is?
To be honest, like, they're divisional rivals, yes, Baltimore is, but they're a likable team, so it's not like I would be offended if they had success. They're doing things the right way. The pitch to Mountcastle, swung on and missed. A high hitter going inside of Mountcastle, and Eovaldi gets 2 strikeouts in the inning, leaving 1 runner on base. Rangers coming up to bat in the bottom of the first.
That was a good pitch sequence to use an up and in fastball right there. That was a very good pitch from Eovaldi. He's had some postseason experience back on the Red Sox team when they won, so he was part of that. I guess while we're on commercial, we can I'll read the so I don't have to rush through it. I could read the Texas Rangers lineup. So again, Dean Kramer is on the hill for the Baltimore Orioles. I believe he was the game 1 starter, if I'm not mistaken. He got a little bit rattled a little bit. Didn't give up too much, but leading off for the Rangers, the ever dangerous Marcus Semien. Batting second for the Rangers, maybe the best shortstop in the game, Corey Seager. Mitch Garver DHing tonight, usually a catcher, but hitting third. Hitting fourth, the ever dangerous Adolis Garcia. Hitting fifth in left field, the rookie Evan Carter. Hitting sixth, Jonah Heim, the catcher, back ready, healthy for the postseason. Batting seventh, the first baseman Nathaniel Lowe. Batting eighth, the rookie Josh Young, had a very nice season. Batting ninth, the center fielder Leodis Taveras.
Absolutely. Rangers, as John mentioned, one of the best lineups across the league. Same with the O's. The O's, I would say, have more young talent, but the Rangers have like a decent chunk of young talent, along with some veterans in Seager and Marcus Semien. So, you know what? I'll give credit to these teams. These teams are doing it the right way. Yeah, both of them.
I mean, you look at this Rangers roster. Remember, they gave like what was it? Nearly 500. How much money to Semien and Seager? Everyone bashed them, but they turned it back up this year. I mean, and then, you got some young talent on the team. Obviously, Evan Carter, having a very good playoffs, hitting 500 in these playoffs. Josh Young, possible Rookie of the Year candidate. A lot of guys that have really stepped up. I mean, Garcia is another guy that's been phenomenal for them, and so is Jonah Heim. As Brad says, I don't care who wins. I'm just here to support and throw shit. Why, thank you.
All right, Brad. It's interesting because as John already mentioned the starting lineup, Corey Seager hit 327 this year. That's
Yeah.
nuts. Even though he missed a couple of games, Marcus Semien also had a really good year.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they wanted, and they addressed some starting pitching as you see Evaldi, the veteran. But here's Dean Kramer. Had a pretty good regular season. Got not the best game one, I guess, but again, a guy who likes to use his cutter a lot. And go to his sinker. He's got a 5-pitch mix, and he throw it with the changeup, curveball, and he also has that four-seam fastball around 94, 95.
I'm sure Dean Kramer wants to kind of pitch for some pride here. I'll relay that into a second. Here is Marcus Semien. First pitch is downstairs. Count as 1-0. Kramer is of the Jewish faith, and obviously it kind of hits home for him since the attacks were made on Israel. So, he wants to pitch for his country. I think he was in the World Baseball Classic maybe like this year, I think. It's quite a possibility he pitches outside.
Don't remember if he was or was not, but that just a quick thing. I know we don't usually talk about this, but prayers and thoughts for all those out there in Israel right now. That's a tough thing to watch and witness for a lot of people.
This is actually Kramer's debut, John. Pitching in game one was Kyle Bradish.
Oh, Bradish. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Kyle Bradish, but never mind. You are correct. Dean Kramer, this is his first game.
Count is 2-1, misses 3-1.
It's like, didn't he just pitch? I'm like, wait, no, that can't be right.
And it's actually Jacob's calling Alex the drama queen, actually. I think it's related to the paper bag scenario. We'll have to relate that to Alex when he comes up.
It's actually funny because in our group chat, I sent the thing from Pardon My Take.
The tier maker?
Yeah, the tier maker is this has popped up first out. But I told Alex, I'd like to add a category to this because I think the Giants were in the category of what was it called again? It was
it was like, hold on, I gotta pull it up, but
pull it up for me because it was kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it. As Corey Seager, who has had a hot season, he's hitting 412 in the postseason. 5 walks in a single game, postseason record he set. Kramer ready to deliver, and the first pitch to the hot hand Corey Seager is swung on a chop foul. That tier was super ass.
Super ass. That's right. The Giants were part of that, and I motioned to have it as a brown paper bag team. Giants.
Absolutely. There might be more than the Giants, but the count is 0-1. The pitch to Seager is inside. Count is 1-1. Jacob says yes, he played for the WBC. That is, thank you, Jacob. Count is 1-1 to the lefty to the lefty Seager. Pitch on the way. Seager swings and drives this one deep to right field. That ball is out of here. A home run for Corey Seager, and the Rangers are up 1-0 here at Globe Life Park.
Oh my God, that was way back. That was a moonshot. 445. Oh my God.
Especially that he went down to get that pitch.
We're going to take another look. That was a monster shot from Corey Seager.
Kind of knew it right off the bat.
Yeah, that was ooh. My God, it was we didn't even get a replay yet as Garver's up, but they gotta show us something.
I'm assuming after this first pitch, but it is called a strike to Mitch Garver, who also had a productive season, hitting 270 for the Rangers. Has transitioned more to a DH role rather than being a catcher when his days in the Minnesota Twins. Count is 0-1. The pitch on the way is swung on a pop foul. Count is 0-2. Surprised they still haven't shown a replay.
Yeah, what are we doing here? That's
Come on, Fox.
the 14th career postseason homer for Corey Seager, by the way. But what are we doing? Show a replay, damn it! That was a shot.
It was plenty of experience with the Dodgers, if you guys don't know, with
Mm-hmm.
Corey Seager
Yep.
in the postseason. The count is 0-2. The pitch to Garver is outside.
Hard to
Still,
beat.
still no replay yet, even though it's probably a pivotal scoring play. It's not probably, it is a pivotal scoring play.
God. Jesus.
270 on the season. Mitch Garver has a home run in the series. The count is 1-2 from Dean Kramer. The pitch on the way is outside 2-2. Garver had a home run in Game 2, in which the Rangers throttled the Orioles for the most part.
Yeah,
They ended up winning 11-8.
Yep. And remember Garver stepping in when Jonah Heim had that big injury. So
this one's popped up behind the backstop. Gunnar Henderson will make the catch. It's 2 gone.
Yep. Jacob saying might be a loyal fan, but somehow we upset Buffalo. We can flip this shit quickly. Not worried about the Raiders or Jets. Well, no, I mean as a Jets fan, no offense, Jacob, but we ain't really worried about the Giants right now. That's
right. Yeah, we got to worry about what's right in front of us, which is the Eagles.
No, I just mean there's a
no. I know.
replay.
There you go. There's the replay. Low in the zone,
God.
low and inside, and he just took that one for a ride. I mean, the Rangers actually have a chance to go back to their first American ALCS since 2011, if I'm correct. This pitch is a called strike.
That was when they went to the
World Series
against the Cardinals, and they lost that. They were up in that series too. I'll never forget. And then
3-2. They were up 3-2.
David Freese happened against them.
Count is 0-2 to Garcia. That is the first World Series I ever watched. It was the 2011 World Series. Yes, I remember. Like, one play I remember watching. I'll say it after this pitch, but the count is 0-2 time is called. It was when it was a ground ball to, I think it was Pujols. He threw to Chris Carpenter, and Carpenter dove for the bag. I think that was Game 1, I want to say.
Yeah.
But that's one play that sticks in my mind. I obviously remember Freese hitting the home run and all that. 0-2 pitch to Garcia is lined in the center field, and that is a base hit. Lands right in front of Cedric Mullins. The Rangers have a runner on first with 2 outs.
There's good stuff. Good piece of hitting there from Garcia. This guy is a masher, one of the better power bats in the game, but he goes down to get this off-speed pitch right here, and he's going to dump it into center field, and maybe the Rangers get a 2-out rally. And I'll never forget, Luca, the first World Series I watched, 2006. That was the another Cardinals World Series when that was over the Tigers at the time.
Yeah.
But, here's the rookie phenom who they brought up, Evan Carter. Just incredible.
Pitch taken inside.
1058 OPS for Evan Carter already.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
There.
2 for 6 in the series with a double, 3 walks, and an RBI. The count is 1-0 to the lefty Carter, the young phenom, as John has mentioned. The 1-0 pitch to Carter. Carter swings and lines this one. That is a base hit to left field. The Rangers have a rally going with Garcia stopping at second.
Rangers get into Kramer here already. Has some hard hit balls in this inning as 2 runners already on. As this is actually good hitting from Carter right here. He's going to take an outside pitch to him. He's just going to go the other way. And that's just beautiful fundamentals right there. Taking what the pitcher gives you and getting yourself on base.
Yeah. I'll answer Jacob's 2 comments in a sec as we have the lefty. This is, I believe, Jonah Heim coming to the plate. This pitch is downstairs. Jacob says, Luca, you got into baseball that late? I was technically, the first baseball season I ever watched was 2011, and I was technically 7. Obviously, my birthday didn't happen yet, but I was 7 years old. I remember watching. That 2011 season was my first season, 7 years old, and I really got into it. I actually got into baseball before my brother did. I got into baseball before Alex did. But winner go home. FM Hyde gets someone up. Yeah, Hyde might have to because it seems that Kramer's starting to struggle a little bit. Count is 2-0 to the lefty Jonah Heim, the catcher. The pitch on the way is swung on a miss. Nice little fastball blown right by him. Count is 2-1. And I'm going to shout some comments real quick. Almighty, what's good, brother? Hope all is well. Danny Dudd says DJ still stinks. About time John Mara gets called out.
Ooh.
What's up, Danny Duds? Hope all is well. Count is 2-1. The pitch on the way Swung on and lined into
Ooh.
center field. Back goes Mullins. He'll go back to the warning track. He'll make the catch, and that'll be the end of the inning. But not without one run, and that was a Corey Seager bomb into the right field seats. The Rangers are up 1-0. And also, I'd like to get to Jacob's comment. Might be a loyal fan. I know John got to it, but I just want to have my response. And Jacob, I'm just going to say, you can absolutely hope for the best with your team, but Alex, unfortunately, is seeing the worst right now.
That is absolutely correct.
Almighty is trying to fire up John. No one cares.
You're already in the book of wonder, buddy. You're already there. Understand me? You're already there. You are already there. Already there. He's already there.
When did you mark him down? Yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday, he was marked down for this week, being a clown and whatnot. Just a reminder, guys, this is the second game of the day as Houston really took it to the Twins today. And another prediction, I think that this divisional series has been horrible for me to predict. But 4 bombs today. Jose Abreu had 2. Alvarez had 1. And they just beat the dog piss out of the Twins, winning 9-1. So they're 1 up pretty much as 2-1 series lead for the Astros right now, as Game 4 is next, obviously. But Almighty's asking me a fantasy question: should I bench Hall or keep? You got to play him. I mean,
yeah,
I know it's going to be a tough week. It is going to be a tough week for him this week. The Eagles' defensive line is loaded.
Yeah,
we'll say that it is not going to be the best matchup.
The
Jacob
Eagles,
says,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Carter has been the Randy Rose. Yeah, I remember that was in the COVID baseball. The Randy Rosarena, where what he had 11 homers that postseason.
COVID postseason, he destroyed the Yankees in that series, and that's when he started to really reign his terror. Barbara, what's up? Says hi guys, can't stay. Just wanted to check in. Only one competitive series so far. It's interesting because I think the Phillies are up. What? No, the Braves are actually.
The Braves won yesterday on the.
It's 1-1. Houston's 2-1. The Diamondbacks are up 2 on the Dodgers, and now you have the Rangers that are ready to sweep the O's.
Dude, I am so shocked that the Diamondbacks are giving the business to them. The Diamondbacks have scored more runs in the first inning than the Dodgers have all series.
And Clayton Kershaw absolutely collapsed on the mound.
Kershaw collapsed.
And that's what he does. He's such a great pitcher, but he's always had that notorious postseason history.
And then last night, the Dodgers, where they hit 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position, just not
awful.
I know Zach Gallen pitched for the Diamondbacks, but then you had that Braves game where Riley got the go at homer. Michael Harris puts it away with an amazing catch and the double play on Harper. So there is some excitement.
First pitch is called a strike to Ryan O'Hearn. Count is 0-1. He's had a little bit of a rebirth, John. He's over his last 25, but he's had a rebirth with the Baltimore Orioles. He's originally started in Kansas City.
Yeah, this guy expected to be a run knocker, as I like to call them. Drive-in runs, hit for extra base hits. Is Baltimore a good middle bat in that lineup?
Hitting .289 in the regular season. Count is 0-2. O'Hearn. Eovaldi has 13 pitches. He's done well so far. We're going to see the behind the plate cam. Count is 0-2. The pitch did he call him out? No, he did not. Count is 1-2. See, you can't. I understand why they have the cam, but it's you can't really see the umpire's motions. But I guess you have to tell by the batter's reaction.
It's a little weird.
Obviously, that pitch was high. Count is 1-2. The pitch to O'Hearn. Swung on a chopped foul. That was a split at that time.
It's a little, yeah. Jacob, for those comments, you're going to be, when I get a pen, you'll be right next to Almighty's name in the book.
Since he's a Phillies fan.
Get out of
here. Count is 1-2. Eovaldi delivering the pitch. Swung on and chopped slowly to Eovaldi on the right side. He throws to first. 1 gone.
Yeah.
Let's see. Almighty says Orioles, Rays, Blue Jays, all frauds.
Yeah,
well, the Orioles are a young team. This is their first time back in the playoffs since 2012, I want to say. No, 2014.
Yeah, the biggest disappointment had to be the Blue Jays.
Yeah, they always talk. They remind me of the Memphis Grizzlies nobody's John Moran on that team. Let's not go there. but they talk a lot of smack for a young team and they fail to follow it up. Especially, what did John? I'm trying to forget. What did John Schneider do? As Austin Hayes
Well,
is up the plate.
remember they took out Barrios, they put in
Yep.
Kikuchi, made no sense, and this Blue Jays offense just disappeared and faded.
So Valdi ready to deal to Austin Hayes, the number 6 hitter. Pitch on the way is grounded right to Semi, and he fields, fires 2 gone. Yankees are the favorites to land 1, so we'll see about that. I really hope they do.
That would be. I honestly think that would be a perfect fit for you guys.
100%, 110%.
Like left-handed bat, outfielder. You could play left or right, but you could put him in left, Judge in right.
And Dominguez is going to be out for some time with that Tommy John surgery.
Unfortunately.
But I wanted Soto at the deadline. Like that is the monumental move that's going to give me a lot of confidence. But the pitch on the way to Mullins is in there for a call strike.
Mm-hmm. Mullins, a little struggle with the averages here, but still solid defender, plenty of speed out there.
He was an all-star not too long ago, right?
Yeah.
I say 2021.
2 years ago he was.
Mullen takes strike 2 on the outside corner. Vladdy PC off was biggest mistake of the series. Oh, the pickoff by Vladdy. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that was a rough one. Where they I mean, it's inexcusable. You can't let that happen.
Oh yeah, of course. Count is 0-2. Rangers fans on their feet. The count 0-2. The pitch to Mullins. Swung on a chop to the right side. Fielded nicely. Fields fires to Evaldi, and that'll be the end of the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Evaldi. And we go to the bottom of the second. Rangers up 1-0. Almighty says, why do they call it Tommy John surgery? I'm just curious. It's named. Go ahead, John.
No, I'm pretty sure there was a doctor. Or there was I can't remember the full story.
I know there's one player, Tommy John. Go ahead, John.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Sure. Let's look up the historical significance. Why do they call it Tommy John surgery? First of all, there is a pitcher by the name of Tommy John. So I'm curious to re-educate myself. Now I forgot. So let's see. Why do they call it Tommy John surgery? It's obviously you're repairing a damaged UCL, first of all. Tommy John is a retired pitcher who played from 1963 to 1989. His MLB career included the Indians, the White Sox, the Dodgers, the Yankees, and all of that, Angels and Athletics too. Here's the significance. While playing for the Dodgers in 74, he injured his UCL and became the first person to undergo ulnar collateral ligament reconstruction.
Apologize about that.
No worries.
Friggin'
but I'm just explaining in the significance of the UCL. The UCL reconstruction surgery, which is now known as Tommy John surgery. When the surgery turned out successful and Tommy John returned to MLB, the surgery was named after him. So there is your little history lesson. Just give me 1 second.
Yep. Sorry about that, folks. I hate when the wrong people call. I don't understand. I get random numbers that'll call me multiple times, call back and say it's a wrong number. What is wrong with people? But guys, just remember, like, comment, subscribe, share out, watch this till the end. Also, go check out my Mets video that I put out there. I named some candidates for the New York Mets manager search as
let me ask you this. I'm going to ask you a curious question. I'm not sure if you know this, but I'm just going to throw a shot in the dark. Would the Mets have to trade for Craig Counsell or no? Or can he just opt out?
No, he's a free agent. He's a free agent.
His contract's up?
Yeah, free agent. Beauty.
All right, so just to get to a couple of comments. I might be in the minority, but I'm not trading for him unless he gets extended. We're going to have to give up a shit ton for him. Well, if you're going to give up like a Volpe or like one of those high prospects, let me say this. If you give up a high prospect like Volpe from like can impact your team, like Volpe is right now, obviously, because he's a starter. You know, you need to give assurances that Juan Soto is going to sign for the future. Because I know it's going to cost a lot of money, but Soto's a superstar and he's still so hella young. Almighty says he's really going after you tonight.
He's really trying tonight, Almighty's really trying. Well, guess what? I could say this. You know what I could say? What time do the Yankees play tonight? That's right.
What time do the Mets play tonight, to be fair?
The same time as the Yankees.
Exactly.
So you can't say the Yankees because you can't say people are caring about them because no one gives a crap about them. They're Garbo.
Yeah. So moving on, we have Nathaniel Lowe up at the plate here against Dean Kramer. First pitch is at the bottom of the zone, called strike. A rust goal. The Pens lead 1-0. an almond with hockey.
Ooh.
Count is 0-1 to Low. The pitch is in there for strike 2. Watch Cashman trade Dominguez for Soto. I mean, that would actually kind of be a weird plot twist because Cashman does not usually like to give up his golden boys. To be fair, count is 0-2. The pitch, and Low pops this one foul. Over or under 3 points scored by the Jets against the Chiefs. Well, they played the Chiefs already, Brad.
Yeah, and they only lost by 3. They actually scored 20.
Count is 0-2. The pitch to Low is high. Count is 1-2. But do you think the Mets would entertain a trade for Soto?
I don't see him coming here. I never have. And maybe I'm wrong, and maybe one day in the future he decides, hey, I want to play in New York, but I honestly just don't see it.
Yeah, well, why are you talking about Judge, Soto, Volpe, and Dominguez? Adam Peraza, then you got a nice little freaking hitting core.
Yeah, you could. If
2-2. Low hits this one foul. Who, in your honest opinion, do you think is going to win Cy Young this year? AL. I know you ranked Gossman number 1.
It could be Gausman. Cole probably is the favorite. Some other guys I'm trying to think of in the American League.
McClanahan could have had a chance, but he got hurt.
Yeah, but he got hurt. Kind of sucks. Jacob Brian Cashman asked me, how are we going to destroy Yankee Stadium? That's what he asked.
No, more is how are we going to, I don't know.
How
are we going to piss off Aaron Judge?
Sonny Gray's another option.
3-2. Low hits this one foul. Yeah, Sonny Gray had a very good year. Very good year for Minnesota.
National League, I don't remember my rankings now, goddamn. But some of the guys that I imagine up there, Zach Gallen is definitely a consideration. You got Justin Steele, had a very solid year. Trying to think, who did I have in my rankings at the time?
Let me just say Wheeler. Strider, Wheeler. I didn't mean to interrupt, but Lowe is putting on one hell of an at-bat.
Yeah.
He is making Kramer work.
Yeah, Lowe coming over, I believe, from the Rays, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a different Lowe.
Oh, that's a different Lowe?
Yes.
I'm thinking of Josh Lowe, not Nathaniel. Rays got two.
That's Brandon Lowe you're talking about.
No, they got 2. I know the Rays have 2. Hold up.
Oh, I'm not okay. If they do have crazy. 2, I could be wrong, but I'm talking. I mainly when I think of the Rays and Lowe, it's Brandon Lowe.
Yeah, they do it. Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. Count is 3-2 here to Nathaniel Lowe. Kramer has the sign. The pitch swung on a foul. He is putting up one hell of an at bat. But John, please continue.
No, it is Nathaniel Lowe and oh my God, whatever. There's too many Lowe's, Lows.
Lowe. There was Mark Lowe. There was Derek Lowe.
Yeah,
a lot of Lows. Count is 3-2. The pitch to, and it fouls off again. 12 pitches in the at bat for Nathaniel Lowe. He's really making Kramer work. I'm sure they're all brothers.
I think Nathaniel Lowe and Josh Lowe are brothers. I don't think Brandon Lowe is the brother. I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong. I know there's a set of brothers there.
Another foul ball. That is the 13th pitch of the at bat. This is gonna be number 14.
Yeah, Nathaniel and Josh. All right, I was correct on that.
I'm just interested if anybody's related to Derek or Mark Lowe, former pitchers.
Jesus Christ, he's making him work.
3-2, and this one's fouled away again.
Wow,
what an effort. Putting up one at bat.
Texas faithful on their feet. He's putting up a hell of a bat to stay in here. He's fouled off quite a number of pitches. Kramer at 36 pitches already.
Count is 3-2. The pitch to Lowe. And he lines this one into left field, and it will be caught for the first out.
Hell of an at bat
by Austin Hayes.
I mean, I know he did get out, but still, that's a productive out, making the pitcher work right there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Good job. Armin says it would be smart for the Padres to trade Soto this offseason instead of the deadline because they would get more in return. Probably. No, that does make sense if they wanted to change the core up there.
I'm surprised that they still kept Bob Melvin. That is a base hit to left field right there by Josh Young.
John, not sure if you heard of. Yes, I've heard of Wardy before. Yes, he's one of the. Yes, I know who he is. You mentioned Carlos Beltran as a manager. I'd just say no. Like, I don't want it.
You don't want a first-time manager?
No, it's not that. It's just like the optics were so bad
When he
when
got
it
first got
happened.
hired.
Like, I don't want to go back to it. Let's get something where it's like not going to be a PR disaster again.
Call strike here to Leody Taveras, hitting 266 in the regular season. But yeah, it would be weird to hire someone and then the cheating stuff came out.
Yeah.
They fired him or he resigned and then they just revisit it, which it would be a weird thing.
It wouldn't make any sense that because then we had to. Oh boy, we had to hire Luis Rojas. Nightmare.
That was in my opinion. You want me to be honest? That is a panic hire.
That was the worst. He again. He didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah, I was well aware. Count is 1-1 to Leody Taveras. One runner on, one out. The pitch from Kramer. This is going to be his 41st. This one is swung and a miss, strike 2. Would you want the Astros assistant manager? Are you talking about Joe Espada Almighty?
Well, if you look at my video, then yeah, I did want him. He's my number 2 choice.
He's been coaching for a lot of years. He's been praised as this leader, a very fundamental coach. Mm-hmm. Count is 1-2 with one out. The pitch on the way from Kramer. This one's popped in the air, left side, disclosing in foul territory, and making the catch that time.
It's Jordan Westburg.
2 gone. Now, I know the Mets were also linked to Joe Madden. I don't think if I was a Met fan, I wouldn't want him.
Because I don't want him. Like I'm sure he's still good, but yeah. I just don't want him.
That collapse from last year with the Angels was really bad. Like they really started off hot. But coming up to the plate is Marcus Semien, his second at bat of the day. First pitch is swung and a miss, strike 1. Nice little cutter there from Kramer. And then also, I mentioned the collapse. I know. You think Ron Washington's going to be mentioned?
I doubt it. I mean, it'd be hell of a name. I mean, I'd like him a lot, but I doubt he is. Armin says I have a name for Mets manager Mark DeRosa, and I will take a pass on him. Hard pass.
Is that because of what he did in the WBC?
No, it's more so like I really am like for the most part, you don't see analysts just jump into coaching right away and do well. And I'm like, it's just like a disaster, in my opinion. It happened with you. I mean, it kind of happened with you guys.
Yeah, we just kind of hired Aaron Boone off the spot. But the count is 1-2 here to Marcus Semien.
Yeah, that and Casey Schmidt.
Mm-hmm.
Is your hitting coach.
I would love Washington for a Yankee bench coach. Listen, you know what? Listen, he's succeeding as I think he's the fielding instructor for the Braves, and they're one of the most fundamentally sound teams across the league. He's touted as like the best fielding coach you can have.
Yeah, he's up there. I mean, had those years in Texas.
Semien takes high 2-2.
Been around the game a long time.
A possible connection is Beltran and Espada. Maybe him as bench coach and Espada as manager.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, in my opinion, you would rather have a veteran manager as a bench coach, like to give him like experience, like tips and stuff.
Mm-hmm, right.
Semien lines this one. This is a base hit in a left center field, chasing over his Hayes. Young will advance to third. Hayes throws in, and it's a double for Marcus Semien.
There you go.
2 on, 2 outs here for the Texas Rangers with I believe Corey Seager's coming up. Just want to double check. Yeah, I'm correct. Corey Seager's coming up. Casey has definitely improved the Yankees hitting. Well, he's going to stick around for another year.
I'm going to be the one that disagrees.
I still think, I'm sure Casey has improved the Yankees from maybe a fundamental standpoint, but I think they're still trying to throw in their stupid ass numbers.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right.
What if the Yankees somehow got Pete
That's
Alonso?
a
No, no
pipe
way it's
pipe
happening.
dream for you guys. I mean, no way that happens. And also, number one, you got Rizzo. I think you're
Yeah.
not going to move off him. And number two, I really think the Mets will get Pete Alonso done. They might wait till he's a free agent because that's what they tend to do. But I can't see Steve Cohen letting him walk. He's too valuable.
So they've intentionally walked Corey Seager with Mitch Garver up at the plate.
Mhm.
Bases loaded, 2 outs to pitch to Kramer. I'm sorry, from Kramer is a call strike. Armin says he could see the Mets hired. That's right. You guys do need a general manager because Billy Epler resigned.
Yeah, that's. I mean, as long as David Stearns is running things,
Yeah. Count is 0-1. Pitch to Garver. Swung on in line, down the left field line. That is a base hit.
fair
1 run
ball.
will score. It kicks off the wall. Rushman will field, and he's going to run it in. I believe it is a 2-run double for Mitch Garver, and it's 4-0 Rangers.
Ooh,
It's actually 3-0. My mistake.
nice. Get way to stay on top of this for Mitch Garver here, right down the line past Westberg. Westberg wasn't playing right on the line, so that easily scored 2 runs, and this could get ugly before it gets pretty for Baltimore. As looks like that mistake to not pitch to Seager. I know he homered, but still, you don't want to put extra runners on. Could cost them here.
I don't see anybody warming up at the Baltimore bullpen, but they will take a mound visit here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Imagine Boone with a vet as a bench coach would change the team completely. He would be able to bounce off. I just don't think Aaron Boone has a feel for the game. I mean, I don't know if that would change with a veteran coach behind him.
Right.
Also, that the Yankees are now going to turn the tables and say, you need to be tougher on the team, which doesn't make any sense because they hired him to be soft on the team, which that's a whole nother debate I'm not going to get into.
Mhm. But
Seriously, where's Drama Queen? Right now, he's doing some things. He'll be on in a bit.
yeah, he'll be here.
But this off season could be really interesting or really boring. Adolis Garcia takes the ball downstairs.
I don't think it's that strong of a class of free agency. I've said that for a while. As now we got someone warming up.
Here's the 2 words I'm going to use for Brian Cashman. That is Tyler Wells, I believe,
Yeah,
warming up. He was a starter for the Orioles. Count is 1-0 to Adolis Garcia. The pitch is swung and a miss, strike 1. 2 words for Brian Cashman, and that is get creative. And I don't really have ultra confidence in that because we've seen the same thing over and over again. Sorry, I don't want to act like a bean fan, but that's my honest opinion. Count is 1-1. The pitch on the way to Garcia is fouled off. And I know a lot of Yankee fans want Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I know John is pushing the pound for that
for
as a
my
Met
team.
fan.
They're the favorites to get him.
I'd imagine so.
That's the report that Heyman put out a few days ago.
I think the Yankees wouldn't have a need for Yoshinobu Yamamoto if Rodon didn't suck this year.
That is true. And Jets mess asking, is he painting his bag?
Maybe. The
Yeah.
bag is not in my sight right now.
Ooh, we might have maybe he's getting another bag.
Count is 1-2. The pitch from Kramer, and Garcia lifts one deep in the left field. That ball is back. He does a back toss. That ball is out of here. A 3-run home run for Adolis Garcia, and the Rangers have blown this open at 6-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Oh my God, that was a monster shot. That was a no doubter from Garcia. They tried going upstairs on him, but it all stems from that at bat from a low, and that actually helped him out quite a bit. Big home run right there. As this is getting ugly. As watch this here, they try and go. Actually, I think Kramer just flat out missed it here. They try to go upstairs here, but this is. Actually, that's not even that badly located, but Garcia's got so much power, he gets under this, and my God, this is not good for Baltimore.
I'm sure Globe Life Park is electric right now here, there, and down there in Texas.
Yep, might be the first team to advance to the championship series.
And I would say he was the team was received, universally as like not they're going to get swept, but they probably would be a first round exit out of the divisional series. But they're hanging on. They're hanging on. I'm assuming they're going to. Yep, they're going to go to a change here. They're going to get Tyler Wells in.
Yeah,
So we had
that's the
commercial.
boot for Dean Kramer, who that was an ugly one for him.
Yeah, sucks. But Jacob asked you, what about Willie Adames?
I don't really see him as a fit. I think he's a solid player, but I don't think he's the guy that puts anything over the top or he's the
Right.
biggest need on this team. Not a bad player though.
No, I don't think he is either. But like, what is your what is I'm not gonna say what's your philosophy, but like you're gonna keep the young kids around. You're obviously gonna have hopefully Mauricio blossoms into something. Brett Beatty and Mark Vientos have to prove it. Francisco Alvarez had a power year.
Hmm.
So you have those position fields filled. Lindor, Alonso in the infield as well.
You got McNeil, you got Nimmo
McNeil in the
still.
left field, Nimmo in center, Starling Marte in right. So who would be DH right now? Or is that arbitrary at the moment?
I mean, you can go a lot of ways. Obviously, in terms of the Mets, I would say they could use another bat or two for DH, maybe another righty lefty platoon, maybe someone good actually, maybe a JD Martinez. Maybe you
He's
go
out there.
some
I would definitely jump on him.
maybe a Max Kepler for a DH or a fourth outfielder. Maybe you keep DJ Stewart there to platoon. You could obviously use some of these kids in the DH role because Beatty and Vientos struggled heavily at third. So unless they don't show a major significant jump, um, there there might be a need for a third baseman in the future. But let these kids at least try it out, and if it doesn't work this year, and they're doing good, you either go get a bat or a third baseman, or maybe you move McNeil to third. He's had some experience there before.
Yeah.
So Mauricio, maybe he's the third baseman. So we'll see what happens. But definitely need two bats. I still want them to get like two starters and like two relievers
Yeah,
on
it's
this
the
team.
I agree with you. The bullpen's most likely going to be the focus. Jacob says John, your issue is young pitcher
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. I agree. I would, and Yamamoto's young enough. He's not like an old veteran. He's in his. I think he's 24.
I'll look it up in a sec. Here is Evan Carter to face Tyler Wells. This one's popped in the air, first pitch, and this is going to be in the back of the infield. This is going to be caught by Gunnar Henderson. That'll end the inning. But 5 runs come across for the Rangers off the bat of Adolis Garcia and others, Mitch Garver
Mm-hmm.
included.
Yep, that's
6-0 as we head to the third.
I like the comment that Jacob says here. That's why you don't walk Seager. Well, you can't because there's a lot of problem starters in that lineup for the Rangers, and they took advantage there.
25 years old, John.
He's 25. Okay, that's still pretty young enough. Like
Yeah.
that's nothing too
I
old.
mean, who is your ideal rotation for next year? You obviously got Sanga, Quintana. I think you have for another year.
Hmm.
He's probably back end. Yeah, you would hopefully get Yamamoto. Um, that would be 3. Then I know you said you wanted to add Jordan Montgomery as a 4. And who would you have as your 5? Would
You
you
could,
say Joey Lucchese?
yeah, you can let Lucchese start every fifth day. Maybe you let Jose Buto do that. If it's definitely can't be Peterson or McGill. I mean they were just awful. There's no other way to say it.
Yeah. Do you think they're better off as like long relievers that you probably could call up or
I hope
spot
so.
starters?
I hope so.
Y'all Almighty says Pete Alonso's not coming back. Y'all almost traded him to the Brewers. What were the headlines recently with Scott Boras?
Well,
I know Scott Boras was the has been hired as his
Almighty,
agent.
if you did your homework, the Brewers, there ain't no way that report was real. You know why? Because in reality, the Brewers might not even be able to afford Alonso's contract because they might not even have a stadium, and they might be in an Oakland A's situation,
Yeah,
possibly.
they're in financial kind of
So
collapse.
that reporting was nonsense.
It does.
Um,
I'm sure maybe it was true to an extent, but it doesn't make logical sense, you know. But the question I was going to ask, like, I thought Boris, this was a Rosenthal report, I want to say, but I think he said something along the lines like Pete Alonso wouldn't want to overstep Steve Cohen or something like that. Like,
and
I'm trying
Well,
to remember what exactly was
if you
said.
remember what Fox reported, they said that many of the Mets players backed up Alonso. They want him on this team. David Stearns in his first day uh, pretty much shot down any trade rumors.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously, and you look at the Mets, like I said, they re-signed Nimmo, they signed Edwin Diaz. Um, they, I know they let some guys walk, but they know who their core is, and they want, um, they want him, of course. And Almighty says Pete Alonso's not coming back to the Mets. Y'all got him mad.
What
They all.
exactly was I'm coming in here.
That's not even close to true. He said he wants to be a Met.
Yeah, I was about to say like I haven't really seen any reports, but
That's
you know what? I don't
far
think it would be
from
the.
the truth.
I'll say this. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be the Mets that pissed him off. It would be the freaking local radio idiots that
Mhm.
came on there and started spewing
Yeah,
lies. Like Valdi will deal here to the right hander. Jordan Westbrook is called a strike, but the like that. I don't think Peter like that whole stuff was ridiculous. I'm not even a Met fan. I'm like, yeah, I don't have to. I'm not believing this. The pitch to Westberg is in there for a call strike. Just didn't make any sense. It didn't. But Jacob says not sure Mets can afford both him and Monty. Monty's going to cost about 150 to 200, obviously with a long-year contract. Mets can afford anybody. Let's be fair about
yeah,
that.
they're
They'll just
not
have to
worried
pay a
about.
luxury tax.
Yeah,
Swung on a miss. Nice curveball there from Evaldi. One gone.
for a guy that was sitting down for a little while, with a pretty good first at bat there for Evaldi, who has looked marvelous tonight so far. Only
To
giving up.
be fair, Almighty, I just want to address your last comment about putting him in the trade block. There's new front office now. David Stearns, I'm sure, is going to want to lock up Pete Alonso.
Mhm.
Billy Epler, I'm sure, wanted to trade him as this pitch to Frazier's fouled off, but Billy Epler is gone now.
Yeah,
So maybe that I think that will change things a bit. And plus Stearns, there was some criticisms with him, but I think as we mentioned, the Brewers aren't the most financially expandable.
they're not.
They don't
It's
have a ton
true.
of money, and
It's
they don't. Yeah,
Their ownership was so cheap that they had to fight arbitration for pennies on the dollar with Corbin Burns. And here, as Sunil asked the brilliant question, as Adam Frazier is retired there,
lines
give
are
it
left.
up, give it up for Alex and the brown paperback Giants.
It's here, but it's not getting worn tonight, folks. Today we're going to celebrate baseball. The fact that the Yankees and the Mets are not playing, and then so
Yep. So here is Gunnar Henderson. Evaldi only 26 pitches through 2 2/3 innings. He's done a wonderful job.
He's a guy that's efficient. He can give you a complete game if you need it. He's not he can eat innings, but dealt with the O's lineup pretty good, and only that one hit to Santander the first time up.
This one's fouled off by Gunnar Henderson. The count is 0-1. Henderson is 0 for 1 today as the Orioles look on a little bit demoralized, kind of a shot to their confidence with the 5-run inning, last inning for the Rangers. The pitch is swung on a miss. Nice fastball going in on Henderson, 0-2.
did we get any calls yet?
Not yet. I really haven't said any. Don't worry, I'll have them saved.
We're trying to have some intelligent baseball discussion while we commentate
Yeah.
on a beatdown right now in Texas.
Count is 0-2. The pitch to Henderson. High 1-2.
By the way, folks, let's get to 10 likes here.
Come on, guys. What are we doing? We are
Hit the
better
like
than
button.
this.
Especially for this man.
That's funny.
Count is 1-2. The pitch 2-2.
I got an even better one.
Oh, jeez.
I'll save it.
If the Rangers win tonight, who they play the next round, that is undecided at the moment, but most likely Houston because they're up 2-1.
Right.
This matchup.
Count is 2-2. Garcia looking on. Evaldi ready to deal. The 2-2 pitch on the way is swung on and grounded. Base hit up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So you got one man on with 2 outs here for the O's. Wow, Jacob says you woke up from your nap.
Hey, I didn't wake up from no nap. I haven't been asleep. But it's just in case y'all wanted to see this in between at bats. By the way, Luca, next time we do one of these games, we'll have to switch spots because you're behind me. So I'll have you come down here anyway.
Okay.
The fact of the matter
Yeah,
is,
I'm like a couple seconds ahead of him.
the fact of the matter is, hold on, I'm waiting for him.
It's
to call.
funny because it's with certain channels. It's not like, it's with every channel. It's certain channels like Fox and other stuff. Rushman takes a call strike.
If y'all wanted to see Man Bun John, here it is.
That is true.
That is, damn, I've actually never seen Man Bun John.
That is true.
Not one picture. Count his own one. The pitch from Evaldi swung and a miss, strike 2. Yes, Almighty, the game's on Fox. I was just referencing how sometimes, John's behind me. John's behind me for some channels. For some channels, I'll be behind him. Some channels will be in sync. But that's mainly because we do the Thursday night games. We're in sync because it's obviously a streaming service. Everybody's intact.
But
Count is 0-2 to Rushman. The pitch on the way. This one's fouled off.
Most importantly, in the Book of Wonder channel, I'm ahead of both you guys.
Okay.
Ho, ho, ho.
Okay.
What a corny ass fucking corny clown.
Woo!
What are you, Ric Flair?
Victory Tuesday.
Count is 0-2 from Evaldi. The pitch lined into center field. This is going to be tracing back to the track to the wall. This is going to be caught by Leody Taveras. That'll end the inning. We head to the bottom of the third. It is 6-0 Rangers.
Evaldi barked at the home plate umpire a little bit as he walked off the mound.
I don't know about what, though, to be honest. Because the strike zone's been fair.
Yes, Sunil, looks like the AL East doesn't know how to play playoff baseball again.
The AL bleak.
But
yeah, not looking so good.
Want to throw this out there before we get to anything else. We are sponsored by SeatGeek, so if you guys are going to a game of any sort, you guys are needing some parking passes, or you're going to a concert, SeatGeek is the way to go, and you get $20 off your ticket order with the promo code Big Blue in the Bronx. And also, if you're not going to a game, share this to a friend. Be a true friend. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember this. I think it was when they got eliminated. I think I'm not too sure about that.
Got out?
You remember when the Verizon thing kicked in, and I had to take over?
Yeah, I was like, what?
That was so fucking stupid on so many levels. I hate when DVR conflicts happen like that. That happened at the worst time. That's what pissed me off the most. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. In an elimination game, that couldn't be more dumb.
Jacob, I'm not bringing back that hair. I like my hair now. Okay.
He might change his opinion in like 2 years though, so it's okay.
Oh, you think the Jets will win in 2 years? Why, thanks.
I no.
Yeah,
no.
that's what he's inferring. Yes.
I was referring to the hair, dummy.
No, that's what he was inferring. Okay. You heard it here, folks. Alex is the now a Jets supporter. Woo!
No. We got Ric Flair up here.
All right, that'll be my WWE character.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I was trying to think of something here. We were I was giving out wrestling names the other day. I said I was going to be Triple H.
You like braiding hair? I didn't know you were into that.
I actually called John. No, I said I was going to be Triple H. I don't know what I called John.
It doesn't make any sense because you don't run the channel.
Okay, are you Triple H then?
No. Anyway,
you run the channel, so you're Triple H.
Why? Yeah, but what if I don't want to be Triple H?
I don't really think we're giving him a say in this.
Yeah. Clowns. Yankees and Mets agree to swap league spots. Mets forever in last place in the AL East. Yankees have a better shot competing with the Filthies.
I don't know about that.
The Phillies would probably beat us, though.
The National League East had 3 playoff teams this year. Same thing as the American League East.
Yeah, I mean, they all flopped.
Mm-hmm. And one National League East team is guaranteed a spot in the championship series, and it doesn't look like any American League East teams are. So, I think the National League East was tougher than American League East.
Heim takes a call strike. Luca, please throw out all those hats. Which one do you want me to throw out, Almighty?
Why don't you like his hats?
I'm not throwing them all out, to be fair. Count is on 1, the pitch, and this one's popped in the air Shallow setter coming on is Henderson. This is going to drop in front of Mullins, and this will be a base hit for Jonah Heim.
By the way, I'm not sure if we mentioned it, and we might have in the last inning, but Tyler Wells is still pitching for the O's, replacing Dean Kramer, pretty much getting shellacked. The final stat line for Dean Kramer was an ugly one, as he went 1 2/3, 7 hits, 6 earned, no strikeouts. And I know it's funny because it's playoffs and it's like different ERA. Anyone want to guess how high it was?
For
Dean Kramer tonight.
I'm going to say like 1,500.
Not quite.
Not like 1,500. I mean, I'm meaning like 15.00.
No, well, it's actually more. Alex, you want to stab?
Give me 30.
Oh, very close. 32. Above 32.
Pitch is swung on a miss there by Nathaniel Lau. Count is 1-1. Brad called Alex the anorexic Triple H.
Anorexic Triple H.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Alex is as much of a Jet supporter as John is a Philly supporter. I agree with that.
Count is 1-1. Pitch on the way. Strike 2. I just want to say, like, for the Jets-Giants game, tickets prices are still ridiculous, which makes no sense whatsoever. So I might honestly just want to pass on that game personally, unless I'm instructed to go because of what I did, last week with the credentials and all that stuff. So me and John, calling the game wouldn't be such a bad idea. After all, the count is 1-2. The pitch is on the way is inside.
I think it'd be a wonderful idea.
And it's not to disrespect your Big Blue crew buddies, but that's the exorbitant prices for this
We'll
game.
just have to go to Jersey the night before.
What's that?
I said we'll just have to go to Jersey the night before because there's.
Yeah, we could go grab dinner. That wouldn't be such a bad idea. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out.
Here we fucking go again. You buy fitted hats from Lids. I don't think most of those are from Lids. Any immaculate grid?
I wouldn't be surprised. One of my Jets hat is.
I feel like we're gonna do an immaculate grid or two. I have a good feeling.
I think Brian has enough hats, Jacob.
No, you're gonna confuse him.
Yeah.
He's gonna have too many more teams to pick from.
1-16 on the way. Maybe not. Vic DiBattista, Baltimore Glory holes are on full display.
Oh God!
Yes, the Baltimore Glory holes
coming to my neck of the woods. Yeah. Please don't sign Lyle Collins. Well,
yes, we should.
No.
I'd like to.
I don't listen.
Hey, listen, the Giants just signed Alex-GajovichProtich, okay? That's fine.
No. Everyone could listen. Everybody could root on the tank and this and that and the other thing. I want at least a competent offensive line, so any quarterback we put back there doesn't get killed. Oh God, Brad.
Brad is just picturing some weird stuff, man. He's got a dirty mind, and I didn't know if he's into that, but okay.
Count is 0-2 with 1 out, 1 runner on. Brandon Hyde looking on. I'll show my Jets hat in a sec. It was actually a birthday gift. The pitch. Young hits this one high in the air. This is going to go lean foul and out of play. So
yeah, but he's better than any Giant or. Well, I can't say Jet, but he's better than any Giant offensive lineman right now.
I mean, I can't imagine him being worse than Max Mitchell.
Here you go. This is Jets right here. I know you're not going to see the Jets because the writing is in white, but this is my
we see it
hat from Lids that I was given as a birthday gift once again. Count is 0-2. Pitch on the way from Wells, and this one is swung on and lined in right center field. Going back, Mullins. He will make the catch in right center field as the runner will retreat back to first. It is 2 outs. How much was it? I have no clue. No clue. I'd never really ask.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it white? Well, that was my friend's selection, to be fair. And honestly, I think I've had some decent luck wearing this hat to Jet games, but I'm still only 1 win with the Jets. 1 win.
One regular season win.
1 regular season win, that is correct. Here is Leody Taveras with 2 outs, 0 for 1 today. He will face off against Wells. The pitch on the way is popped up left side, going towards foul territory and out of room. Ardman is reacting to the McCole Hardman report. I'm not going to go out there like Brandon Tierney and overreact and say, "Oh, it was a massive myth. Is this, and this?" But it is a waste of money. You don't sign someone for $5.5 million, a 1-year contract, just to not play him. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the wonderful JD. There, way to be JD. That's right.
Yeah. Count as 0-1.
Armand, I doubt that happens because they cannot use any. They do not have good asset management.
It's not even that, John. It's not even that. It's what are you getting from a Cole Hardman?
A bag of chips.
Exactly. Count as 1-1.
Well, Joe's a fat guy. I mean, you probably would.
Oh yeah, it'll be nice service to him.
Chop foul.
I'm so happy he gets to eat happily.
But what was I going to say? Some Jeff fans are going out there and saying, "Oh, McCall Hardman's not that good." I'm like, okay, because we haven't seen him on the field yet.
Honestly, this is your best bet, Almighty.
Paper bag.
That's not. You know what? No, but remember, they still have the bet, guys. They still have the bet for the Jets Giants. Isn't that the how?
Yeah.
You guys still have it. Oh,
I gotta buy that stuff in advance.
It looks like Luca's got you beat on that one now. It looks like it.
Counters 1-2 the pitch. Inside.
I'm glad I remember that one. Look at him, folks. He's sweating. I think Luca's got him covered up.
Maybe the same day, because the day after, I go into school, and the same day I'll just stay on stream wearing that stuff.
Count is 2-2. Tavares up at the plate. The pitch. This one's hitting the air, foul.
You three could also do better than the entire turnstile O-line of the G ladies. Yeah. We could also get by them quickly. So if we were asked to rush the passer.
Yeah, that's true.
When does Joe Shane's honeymoon end?
I don't know. I heard that because of the Giants' failed offensive line, that MTA ridership has soared 200% because it's that easy to get through now for free.
We use scissors, Almighty. Well, Alex used scissors.
That's right. The G ladies are clowns. Yep.
Well, you're a clown.
That you know what? That's not what the book says.
Count is 2-2 with 2 outs. Win. Pitch on the way. Tavares hits this one down the left field line. Ranging over his Hayes, he will make the catch, and that will end the inning. We head to the top of the 4th. It is 6-0 Rangers.
Yeah, I got scissors for that.
I'm getting kind of hungry, not going to lie.
Just trying to eat up.
I just remember I don't remember who asked.
Alex tried to start fights. What will Luca do? Will he counter back or will he just ignore him? Oh, he countered.
I was trying to answer Sunil's comment, but you decided to be a clown. So
circus, Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro polka dot, Afro.
Should we do an immaculate grid?
Yeah. Let's all right. Let's pull this up.
Well, let's get serious as we commentate on this game.
That right, and immaculate grid time. All right. I haven't done a baseball one, so I'm probably gonna be dry on this.
Ooh, okay.
Was Trent Grisham or Will Venable a Brewer? Probably.
Trent Grisham was.
Trent Grisham was. Obviously,
that's gonna be obvious, though, right?
Josh Hader's the obvious one. Thinking of.
Did Jake Peavy ever get 200 Ks with San Diego?
There's a possibility.
I'm pretty sure Randy Wolf was a Padre and Brewer.
Okay, well, I'll check up all that stuff in just a second. Yeah, Jake Peavy did, so I'm gonna put in Jake Peavy.
Jake Peavy, that's a name.
31%? Are you fucking kidding me?
One of their best pitchers in recent memory, Alex. Come on.
You could have.
Randy Wolf, yes, is an answer.
For what? Which categories?
The Padres, Brewers.
Gets the 0.3%. Anyway.
See him in my bag.
Nori Oki never played for the Cubs, right?
No.
Okay. Blue Jays, Padres.
Trying to think. Joe Carter is obvious for the Cubs, Blue Jays.
Omar Vizquel never was a Milwaukee Brewer.
Jays Giants Omar Vizquel.
That's a good one. But the game is back, so I'll enter that. And then
Oh, I got another one. Because I always think of him. It's gonna be. It could probably work a few categories. I didn't even realize it. Matt Stairs.
Fouled off that time by Anthony Santander. Count is 0-1.
The elite pitch hitter.
Kerry Wood's another good one.
Mhm.
You let him talk to you like that. Oh boy. You got the Sunil Brad rivalry.
Oh,
As we all expected coming after this game.
Count is 0-1. The pitch from Evaldi is fouled off by Santander.
Sunil says that Joe Carter was a Giant as well.
Interesting. Had no idea. Count is 0-2. As they're getting a new ball for Evaldi. Evaldi only 37 pitches. The Orioles have not exactly ran up his pitch count. Kyle Gibson is up in the pen.
I just read a little piece of an article from The Athletic.
0-2. Pitches downstairs 1-2. I was about to let off a big caw.
I just read it. I saw a piece of an article that said from the Athletic that Kenny Pickett has the it factor. I'm like, okay, bud.
Hasn't exactly shown that.
the non-it factor is that what it was? 'Cause I haven't seen it. I don't see an it factor yet.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, he might have the worst offensive coordinator in the league.
You guys want to know something? And of course, actually, wait. I'll wait.
Count is 2-2. The pitch on the way is chopped to the right side, fielded there by Lau. He'll fire over to Evaldi. One gone. Continue.
Ooh, Matt
Damn.
almost as many teams as Deck has thrown picks. God damn. And then Sunil fired a shot back. But did you guys know that Mark Davis was seen at, I think it was an airport or somewhere. Hold on. I think I might have it in my bookmarks. Hold on. Hold the phone.
As Alex holds the phone, we're looking at some Orioles stats in the regular season and postseason. Coming up is Ryan Mountcastle. This is swing and miss, strike one.
Hey,
Mark Davis was gambling at an airport.
really?
The dude's already sank his money into Vegas, and God knows how many assets he has left.
So wait, so owners can gamble, but players can't? That doesn't make any sense.
He was playing the slots.
Oh, okay. Well, still.
That's technically under gambling. But that's a good one. Orlando Hudson. I wouldn't have thought of that. Count is 0-2 to Ryan Mountcastle, the young first baseman, the righty. The pitch is fouled off. Jacob says he would be homeless after a week in Vegas.
Well, I think he meant week, but he said weenie. So this is the part where we bring out the sign. Thank you, Jacob.
Count is 0-2 with Mike Elias. I believe he's the general manager of the Orioles, watching the pitch outside.
Yeah. O's bats have gone quiet. I know they had a good day in game 2, but game 1 didn't really show up. Struggle. Evaldi's pretty much shut the door down here. I mean, he's got the splitter going.
1-2 pitch to Mountcastle. Chopped foul.
Mm-hmm. There's the Texas Rangers, who've done GM and executive vice president Chris Young, who's done an excellent job building this team.
Former Met player, nonetheless.
Yeah, he was. Pitcher.
Yeah. Count is 1-2. The pitch to Mountcastle. Struck him out. And he gets Mountcastle to strike out and chase on the splitter. 2 gone.
Hey, this is the picture, by the way. Which I'm pretty sure a good portion of people have seen.
Brings up Ryan O'Hearn. 2
Takes
out here.
outside.
0 for 3 this series. Grounded out back in the second.
Count is 1-0. Pitch on the way from Evaldi is swung on and lined into right field. This will drop in for a base in front of Adolis Garcia. It is a 2-out hit for the Orioles. The Orioles have had plenty of 2-out hits, but they've not been able to capitalize full force.
Mm-hmm. Almighty saying green 18 hike because he's you know what, Almighty, you should have told us. You should have given us your shot. We could have put you on the wheel of quarterbacks, man.
Yeah,
Come on now.
Well, the
Although
Giants might need that soon.
No, something tells me there's going to be a wheel of offensive linemen.
Yep.
So I actually think I might make one, and I'll get Alex's help too of who I should put on it.
We'll see what happens after Sunday night. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, if they give up like another 10 sacks, you best believe I'm making one.
Count is 0-1. Hayes up in the plate.
And instead of rolling 3, we're going to roll 5.
Did he go around? He did. Strike 2.
That was a nasty, nasty cutter right there. Austin Hayes has been a solid left fielder, but like a lot of these O's in this series, bats have gone quiet.
Count right now is 0-2. Rangers fans waving their red towels on their feet. The pitch on the way is swung on and missed. Caw! Struck him out.
Hey! I think
that'll be the end of the inning. Evaldi pitching really well.
Evaldi sets up people with the cutter or splitter away, and then he attacks the righties with the fastball up and in. So good job for him. We can Armin saying he wants to be put on the wheel of O-lineman. Well, you know what? You were a quarterback, but we'll give you a shot. You could be a versatile player. Should we go back to the grid?
Oh, the grid, yeah.
Yeah.
John said for his last answer,
Matt Stairs. The legend, the left-handed pinch-hitting legend, Cubs, Blue Jays.
Blue Jays. All right. Matt Stairs.
Probably could work anywhere. He played like more than half the teams.
1%.
All right. I said Omar Vizquel. 1%. 1.0%.
Not 1%, 1.0.
So if my PV pick didn't go in there, then we would have a totally different complexion.
Did Bumgarner ever have a 200K season?
Isn't that a little obvious, though?
True. There's also Juan Marichal.
Mm-hmm.
For which team?
Giants. Possibly.
All right, let's.
I think he's up there.
I got one for the Cubs. This one is he used to be a top prospect. He started out really good. Mark Pryor.
Yes.
Mark Pryor definitely had over 200 strikeouts.
Okay, Juan Marichal.
Marichal.
Two high guesses there.
What
10 and 11% is not 10 and 12% is not terrible.
Damn. I should have thought of the 70s and 80s players.
Cubs and Brewers. I know Aramis Ramirez is a little bit of an obvious guess.
James.
2011. I'm going to search up the 2011 Chicago Brewers. I almost said the
Chicago Brewers. The Chicago Brewers.
Chicago Brewers.
All right, guys. Chicago Brewers are playing today.
Did Jorge De La Russa ever play for the? Hold on,
I got one for the Giants Brewers. Scooter Gennett.
Okay.
Also played on the Reds.
2%. All right.
Jerry Hairston Jr. Brewers, Cubs.
Okay. All right, that'll be the final guess, and then we'll stew over the next one. And we'll stop this, and we'll go back to the MLB.
All right, so Kyle Gibson in the game for the Baltimore Orioles, not the Baltimore Rangers. Pitch on the way to Semien is taken low.
Yeah, you know what, Almighty? I've been told that, and the answer is going to be no.
Get a buzz cut. Count is 1-0. The pitch on the way
At least
is.
he's trying to be helpful with the suggestions.
I'm just saying. The answer is no.
No.
Semien on a 2-0 count, 1 for 2 today.
Just like whether Adam Gase John would want Adam Gase back as the man of the house.
He's going to be back as manager. He's going to be back as manager, John. Alex
I
was
said man of the house in
You
Jetland.
usually said manager.
Okay, Chicago Brewers.
I wouldn't want Adam Gase to. I wouldn't trust him to deliver my pizza to me.
Call strike. They're on a 3-0. I wouldn't want him running on a damn subway.
Exactly. He might accidentally pull the emergency brake.
No, I wasn't even talking about that kind of subway. I was talking.
Okay. Well,
3-1 to Semien as this one's line and caught there by Westberg. Nice little snag, one gone.
Westberg has done another rookie that came up this year for the O's. One of their top prospects. He's moved around a little bit, but been a very solid player for them.
I wouldn't trust Adam Gase flipping burgers and hot dogs.
I'm just gonna say this for the record: if the Rangers get a strikeout on their last out, you expect to hear a really loud caw. Seager, first pitch is swung and a nice little changeup, strike one.
Had a moon shot back in the first inning. It also was intentionally walked, which led to a bigger second inning.
Count is 0-1. Pitch from the veteran Kyle Gibson and taken high. Yeah, Mike Elias was a former Houston executive. You're absolutely right, Jacob.
That is correct.
Count is 1-1. Pitch on the way from Gibson. And he takes it downstairs 2-1.
Hey, look, it's the choker.
Armand. Count is 2-1. The pitch on the way from Gibson. And this one is taken high. Count is 3-1.
Gibson been on a few teams. Obviously a former Twin, former Philly. It's bounced around every now and then.
3-1. Ball four to Seager. His second walk of the day. Cranky chair. So we'll bring up the right-handed designated hitter, Mitch Garver.
Four more likeys to 15.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
Garver's 3 for 8 in the series. He also had a 2-run double his last time up. The pitch to Garver is way outside. Ken's 1-0.
So you only doing calls for the Rangers or for the O's too?
I'll mix it in, but if the Rangers final out, in the top of the ninth, they strike out and I'm going to yell really loud.
I feel like Luca's going to run outside with the microphone and the laptop and yell call at the top of his lungs.
I don't think I'll do that. It's not like
run outside your house and say it. Let's see what people think.
Count is 1-1.
Gotta say, Garver's been really solid. Had a 2-run double back in this game. He hit a shot in game 2, a big home run. So
Garver lines this to Westberg. There's one on to first. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning.
I love how I talk about how good he does, and then just does that. But whatever.
You're a jinx. You're a jinx.
Oh, they're up 6-0. It doesn't even matter.
Oh yeah. What if Baltimore comes back?
I mean, look, I picked Baltimore originally, so
that's a problem.
Padres, Blue Jays. Did Alomar play for both?
Roberto or Sandy?
Roberto.
Let me look up Casey Jansen.
I think he did. No, he was a Blue Jay. I just don't remember if he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how obvious is he going to be?
Probably very.
I'm going to look up, see if this guy played with both. Probably not, but.
Let's see if Casey Jansen was.
Pretty sure David Wells is another guy.
That's true, David Wells.
David Wells, also the former Yankee. Trying to think who else.
I think Greg Zaun you could put on that list, maybe. Maybe.
No Padres for him. Kirby Yates is a guest from the audience. Dave Winfield too.
Yeah.
That's true. Winfield would be a little bit obvious, though, to be fair.
Pretty sure. Actually, I don't think he did.
Let me look at the 2010 San Diego Padres. Let me see if I have any.
I got one. And I'm pretty sure he was a former Yankee too, which is funny. Yangervis Solarte played on both.
Really? Okay. All right. I'll buy that one.
61% accurate. I should say immaculacy.
I'd say it's a decent score for like where we were.
Yeah.
And where we are
I
now.
want to do maybe a little bit of this one too. I have one for Jets Bears, Josh Bellamy.
Josh Bellamy.
My God, that is not one that I wish I could say that's true, but no, you're right.
Okay.
Jets Raiders. Let me try to think.
Trying to think. Packers Bears. You got the current Jet. It might be obvious. Adrian Amos. He played on both.
I feel like we could go a little bit. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Well, we got to get back to the game, but
yes. As here we go. As Cedric Mullins will dig in, and he'll take a pitch that is a call strike. Mullins not a fan of that call. Count is 0-1 to Mullins. 0 for 1 today. The pitch on the way from Evaldi is swung on and hit foul. Count is 0-2.
Bart Starr is probably a guess there. Yeah.
Thinking Jim Morrissey would be a good one for the Packers Bears.
Count is 0-2. There's also Equinemius St. Brown.
Yeah,
that's the wrong St. Brown.
0-2. Downstairs 1-2.
The bad
one. Starting at 3,000 yards.
3,000. It's not. I'll be honest. I'm not sure it's common you find any Jet 3,000-yard passers. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm talking about Packers.
I'm just saying Jets.
Things about your team.
I'm sorry, my team's not 1-4 right now.
Oh, this is such a children fight between you two.
You know what, Luca?
Oh, he's
the
pulling
pitch
it out.
from Evaldi is swung on a line in the right field. Garcia comes on and makes the catch. 1 gone.
That's right. That's right. Funny how we're doing a football immaculate grid as we're commentating on this baseball game. Evaldi's shutting the door here, folks. He's given the O's the business tonight. There's only 56 pitches, and he's gone 4 1/3 total so far.
I would have loved to see him in the playoffs as a Yankee, but unfortunately that never happened.
I feel like Bochy's going to give him quite a bit of a long leash because he's at only 56 pitches. He's dealing. He's getting through these guys. He's getting through these guys really well. Pitch is grounded and threw for a base hit for Jordan Westberg.
I imagine he starts giving up a rally, so he's like kind of like John and the Jinx.
That would be funny. If I really did have jinxing powers, I apologize, Texas, but
yeah, Ken O'Brien was a guess in the back of my head. Yep. He would be up there. Frank Reich wasn't, unfortunately.
Frank Reich, Neil O'Donnell. Just go through the list of Jet quarterbacks. Here is the lefty, Adam Frazier. First pitch on the way is in there for a ball. Count is 1-0. Frazier 0 for 1 today with a runner on first. First pitch strikes 15 of 18. This one is downstairs 2-0. I mean, if this game gets maybe fully blown out, do you guys think I should call it? Excuse me, in golf voice.
No.
No.
See,
Yeah.
2-1.
It doesn't matter what we say. He's going to do it.
Count is 2-0. The pitch is in there for a strike. Count is 2-1. But I'm not going to do that, honestly. I don't think I'm going to do that because maybe it's a playoff. It is a playoff game. It's not maybe it's a playoff game. It is a playoff game.
John, it's maybe a playoff game in the Chicago Brewers.
Well, I mean, hey, it'd be a pretty interesting one if we were calling it.
Fouled off that time by Frazier.
Damn it, I'm out of water.
Oopsie poopsie. Valdi's actually from Houston, Texas, so he's not far from homegrown kid.
What in the hell?
What happened?
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
No, you guys wouldn't. It's on Twitter and
Count is 2-2. The pitch to Frazier. Grounded off of Evaldi. He's going to fire to no. He's going to actually fake to second, fire to first. Is 2 outs with a runner on second.
That was a one of those
did
comebacks.
he actually?
Yeah, he
No
got
way.
tossed. He got tossed. He punched somebody in the groin.
Oh my god! Of course, and the clownery continues.
Hold on,
My
wait, John.
The clown sightings are back.
So here is the lefty Gunnar Henderson.
Why doesn't he go play in China already?
I don't know, for the Wandong Tigers.
They gave him a nice contract. To be fair, the Houston Rockets. Pitch to Henderson is shot foul. Valdi's from Alvin, Texas. Yeah, homegrown kid in terms of state.
Yeah, he's showing out for his home crowd so far. There you see some of the graphics for Henderson. First in rookie for homers, RBIs, runs, and extra base hits amongst the American League. Probably a lock to win the Rookie of the Year race in that department.
Henderson lines this one. That is a base hit to right field. Garcia will pick it up. Rounding third, coming home is Westberg. Throw to the plate is not in time, and the Orioles have their first run of the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with Luca being a jinx. Need the clown zebra for the Dylan Brooks saga. Fun fact of Valdi. Yeah, I remember when when we were playing Houston one year, he actually was talking with Nolan Ryan ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't for a couple of years. That was like 2015 though.
Gunnar Henderson now 5 for 11 in this series with including that hit, and I know Garcia's got one of the stronger arms in the game, but really no chance there to get Westberg as that would have had to have been a perfect throw. And Baltimore is finally on the board, trying to play comeback or keep their season alive.
Trying to play catch up.
Mm-hmm. This will bring up Mr. Adley Rutschman. Is a nice slide here from Westberg as went head first there. Lost his helmet in the process. I think Luca went to go fight a cat. I got if he need.
I didn't even know that my camera turned off. I'll be honest.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought you were gonna go somewhere.
No, I'm still here. I would have shut it on my own court. I would have said something, but here is Rutschman. He takes inside. Count as 1-0.
Almighty thinks there's gonna be a grand slam by the Orioles, but they have to get a few more runners on.
They gotta get runners on then.
Mm-hmm.
Valdi ain't that bad. Then again, I might have just jinxed him.
We're all going to jinx the Texas Rangers here.
Mm-hmm.
Count is 1-0. The pitch to Rutschman. This one is line foul down the left field line. Count is 1-1.
Pays that number one Luca, the Mansell effect.
It's contagious. I wasn't on for that Sunday morning, so don't give it to me now.
The Mansell disease.
It's like the SpongeBob Mad Snail disease.
Count is 1-1. The pitch fouled off.
Luca's got suds.
Suds. No. Mad snail disease. Because I was trying to think. I was thinking of a picture in my head when Gary got sick, but And then they used the snail plasma, but that's not what it was happening.
Mhm.
Yeah, meow, 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 meow.
Meow,
When they're-
meow, meow.
And then
you
Patrick said,
clam
"Will
up?"
you clam up?" The pitch. Rushman lines this foul. Will you clam up? Last year, MLB playoffs was better.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you have teams getting their ass swept. So
True. Also, both New York teams were in it, so a lot more hype for New York. And now
like
no teams from New York are in it. So
Rushman lines his foul. Looks like Jordan Westbrook sustained a little cut while he went headfirst into home plate.
yeah,
And folks, I was actually nearly called out for sliding headfirst into second base in Little League.
was that true? Really?
that's true. Yeah, no, I can confirm that.
Because it was against the rules to slide headfirst because safety concerns.
What? I've never. I
Rushman fouls. I didn't understand. I must have not read the rules. Like,
yeah,
Just-
silly you.
Yeah, all Lucas.
I was in fourth grade, okay?
He could have cost his team an out.
And plus, it was to beat out a double play. I mean, you rather slide, feet
Well,
first
yeah,
in
you're
those
supposed
plays.
to use legs.
Yeah, you're
both
supposed to
first.
use. You're right. But I don't know. I don't remember the exact instance, like
Hmm.
why I did that, but whatever. Count is 1-2. The pitch to Rushman. He fouls. No, this line
Oh,
base
wow.
hit, and did they call a foul? They
I
called
thought
a
it was
foul.
fair. I thought
I
it
want
was
to take another
fair.
look at that one.
Rushman's going to second
You
base
don't
unless
have
they.
you don't have one, but you have two umpires there.
Let's
Now,
just see what
I'm
happens.
confused. That looked fair to me.
Let's see. Oh wait, that's just foul. Hey, God, that was a good call.
That's
Foul.
That's just foul.
Could have been trouble.
Barely
No one played.
foul, but a good call.
No one playing close to the line there, as Garcia was a little shaded more, and I could have got another run in.
Just this much.
Who's take care of?
Yeah, I played baseball in high school. In fact, we all did, I think, right?
No, I was track and field in high school. I played baseball more in middle school.
Hmm.
I didn't have time.
No, I was not on the basketball team. I mean, the basketball team was garbage in high school, but I would have been the worst player there. So
I mean, to be fair, like I'm not. No, I'll save it for the commercial break. I have no reason to toot my own horn right now.
the Texas team is leading here, Luca. When do we hear the redneck furball cat draw?
It'll come. Don't worry. It'll come.
Hey.
Count is 1-2, and Evaldi goes for a pickoff move. He actually has a really good pickoff move for a right-hander. John, I'm just gonna say, when we're done with the stream, I would tune to Let's Talk Jets Radio because I feel like Kevin's gonna rant because of what happened with ticket sales and all that shit.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
He's a season ticket holder.
I knew that it happened.
Yeah, but
I
I just saw the notification. Grounded to Semien, and that'll end the inning. Orioles get a run. We head to the bottom of the fifth. It is 6-1.
Mhm.
But I think I'm starting to get better, a little bit better in basketball offensively. Defensively, I'm still good, but I'm again, my shot's still inconsistent. But I'm trying. My thing is, the shot fake is still working for me, but I think I'm gliding past defenders a little bit more now. I'm not fast by the strength. I'm not like ultra fast like John Morant, but I think I'm trying to get by guys. I just love a nickname for Brian, and it's Triple B, aka Bucks Bullshit Brian.
Oh, wait, that's right. John doesn't know what happened on Sunday.
Oh Jesus, we got to tell him.
You gonna tell me?
Brian, let's just say, what's his team's record? 3-1, right? 3-1. Just want to make sure. Okay, he went on a.
Tangent.
You know how Yin's, steal like. I'm not sure if you know that, so I'll just go on. Brian went gloating about his team, talking about his team potentially going to the playoffs and all this stuff.
Oh my!
And he said Baker Mayfield's going to finish the season as a top 10 quarterback.
Okay, let's. The Bucks.
You know what I said, bro?
This week, I actually think they can upset the Lions just because I think it's a trap game, and I do like the Bucks defense, but let's. Let's slow down there.
Yeah, to me. I said, Brian, I'm like, you know what's going to happen? This happened under Todd Bowles too. He's going to have like a Ryan Fitzpatrick 2015 season. They're going to get eliminated on the last day of the season, and then it'll re-sign him, thinking of false hope, and then the season will turn to crap next year.
You're only saying that because it's Todd Bowles.
But Baker Mayfield was signed to. But Baker Mayfield is at this point somewhat of a journeyman quarterback. It could happen. And he has two. Think about it. He has two elite weapons in Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, just like Brandon Marshall and Eric Decker. It can happen. A top-level defense like 2015. It can happen. Armin says a Crosby goal. Pens lead up 2-0.
Ooh.
The Blackhawks will challenge the Crosby
Good.
goal.
Screw Princess Crosby.
I played Little
Cindy.
League baseball and was in the high school bowling team. I wanted to be on the high school bowling team, but the same coach that was the baseball coach was actually the bowling coach. So
I can't score. I'll be honest. Like I would do
too.
bowling for fun, not so much for score, because I can't score really well in bowling. Bowling's really fun though. Almighty, how tall are you? I'm curious. I'm 5'8".
Almighty's definitely like 7'3".
sounds like a haircut.
If he's 7'3", I'm screwed.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I could do the shot fakes, but my shot selection is I got to reel that in. Sometimes I force it way too much. I could pass though. That to be fair. Like I made some nice passes. But anyways, back to baseball action. First pitch to Adolis Garcia is outside 1-0. 5'11". Huh. Okay, not terrible. 195. Damn. Okay, you definitely have weight on me. Count is 1-0. The pitch on the way from Kyle Gibson is taken outside, and this will go away from the catcher. 2-0. Yeah, 5'11" ain't bad.
How underrated would you say Adolis Garcia is?
Very, very underrated. He's
one
not.
of the-
Go ahead, Alex. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I was about to say he's one of the better right fielders in the game, man. He really is.
Almighty says he's an aggressive defender. I'm aggressive too. Sometimes that is beneficial. Sometimes it's not. I understand, like, help defense and all that, but sometimes I do get a little too handsy. So his 2-1 is fouled off.
I mean,
But
to be fair, me and Luca traded our fair share of battles yesterday because I beat him in a 1-on-1.
that's because my chest started to hurt. No joke. My chest started to hurt.
Oh, Alex is shaking his head.
I didn't say anything.
He's shaking his head like he wants to say.
I said I didn't say I dominated. I said fair share of battles because sometimes in team basketball, he would score on me.
Yeah, I took him right to the rack.
Right, but did we forget the game where your team put up 2 points and mine put up 16, and I was open in the paint?
This was swung and a miss by Garcia. 1 gone.
Woo! It's gonna be my new umpire call.
Wait, I'm trying to remember who was on our teams, Alex. I can't remember.
It was Anthony and Chris on your team. Remember?
Yeah, because I was playing with 2 donuts. Once, because one guy was complaining about his back hurting and doing nothing on defense while he shoots like this. And then one guy refuses to play defense and chucks shots. So I wasn't getting help. If we were playing team basketball, the game would have been closer. Not saying that we won. Pitchers 1-0 to Evan Carter, by the way. So if you're asking me to carry a team, I can't do that. I'm not that good. I promise. 1-0 pitch to Carter is swung and lined into center field. Oh, that's right to the shortstop Henderson. 2 gone.
Woo!
You got to play through it. It was like some weird rib tightness. Like I'm okay now, obviously, but it's like something's not right. So I had to sit for a couple of minutes.
I still won it.
Okay. Let's just not acknowledge the fact that every shot Alex makes is off the backboard, pitches inside.
Oh my God!
It's so not.
He doesn't aim for the hoop, John. He doesn't aim for the hoop. He aims for that corner of the square.
Yeah, what do you think I am?
It's like he tries to do his best Tim Duncan bank shot impression. Pitch downstairs to him is low.
Hey, listen, if I'm in the paint, it works.
Yeah, you just dribble. You take 1-2 dribbles, you put it up, and it bank shot is good.
But if I'm wide open in the paint and then I put it up,
And your release is too long, though. It's not a quick release whatsoever. That's why it could be blocked. 2-0. Heim lifts this one into center field. Coming in his moments will make the catch, and this has been a quick inning for the Orioles.
I shall be right back.
Sure.
Go take a pee break on commercial.
All right. Top 6 we had.
Both. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a bit of both. I wanted to join the high school basketball team, but my grades were terrible. Yeah, that's not going to really help your case usually.
All right, let's see what this immaculate grid has in stock.
I'm trying to think of names who play for the Jets and the Raiders. It's not that easy. I mean, Alex-GajovichProtich is one, but that's very recent memory. Maybe quarterbacks. I mean, I would say I'm sorry. I would say Christian Hackenberg, but he never played a regular season game ever, so that wouldn't count. 3,000-yard season. I'm going to choose. I'm going to double check this. What?
Ken O'Brien.
I'm going to choose. I know I was going to take Armand's suggestion. I'm just going to double check if this guy did it. If not, I will stick with Armand. Jets. No, this clown never did it. Okay, Ken O'Brien.
Who's the clown?
Neil O'Donnell.
Sent. Bart Starr unfortunately never did it. Other than Matt Stafford, one of the Detroit quarterbacks. Orlovsky, probably not. No.
With who? The Lions and.
Yeah, no, Orlovsky never did it.
Yeah.
Fucking clown.
Armin says Jeff Graham for the Jets Bears. I'm trying to think of more, honestly. Oh, that's right. The Jets Bears was already solved, so we don't have to worry about that. Really trying. Alex-GajovichProtich one. Eric Barton's a name. I might have a name. I just want to double check that this guy played for the Raiders.
Who is it?
Tell
me the name.
Austin Howard, I think his name is. Yeah, Austin Howard. He was the right tackle for the Jets in 2013. %.
Okay.
Looks like he also played, but by telling you the uniform, he did. Did he play with the Giants? No, he didn't. That was probably
the Lions or something.
Colts uniform.
Raiders, Bears, Raiders, Lions, Bears.
Looks like the Blackhawks scored, John, according to Armand Donato.
Yes.
All right. Back to the game because it's coming back.
All right, so we head to the top of the sixth.
Did I say my guess?
Which was what?
For the Packers Bears, Jim Morrissey is that's lined right to Seager. Went out already.
All right, quick start. Coming up now is Ryan Mountcastle. Alex, I'm sure will type in the guess for us.
Oh, Jim Morrissey, yeah. You said Packers Bears?
Mm-hmm. He was in the 80s, 90s.
Yeah, that got 0.05%.
John's really on it today. Almighty says, John, when do the Rangers play?
Thursday.
Correct.
Evaldi will pitch here to Mountcastle. First pitch on the way is in there for a call strike, hitting the outside corner.
Now we can acknowledge that John is a thief.
A thief?
For what?
He be stealing glasses from Salty Dog.
What?
Look at show the glass that you
did
have.
Mountcastle go? Yes, he did. Count his own 2.
Yeah, you'll be stealing glasses from Salty Dog.
No, it's not. It doesn't. You're such a clown.
Isn't it the same fucking glasses?
Does that say Salty Dog on it?
It doesn't have to say Salty Dog, John.
It's a restaurant.
Thank you. What? Oh, shit. We didn't know that.
Why would it not have its logo or a name?
0-2. Rounded to the right side. This is fielded by
Wow. So, John, let me ask you this, right?
Why would it have a different name then?
Because, like, You could have it on a glass. Like it could be a different. No. You're a clown, bro.
John, is
You're a
that? Let me ask, because
fucking
I've
thief.
seen. I'm to be devil's advocate here.
Oh,
I've
here we go.
seen like the
Middleman.
ball. I've seen like it says ball on it, right? The supposed glass. Like I've seen that on jars, but to be fair, John, I've also seen like the ball glasses at Salty Dog.
Oh, but it's not. I didn't take it from Salty.
Thief.
I didn't take it from Salty.
Your buddy John's a thief.
All right, here is Ryan O'Hearn. First pitch is downstairs. What's up, Roger? Says it's been a long time since the Orioles have been in the playoffs. Go Yankees and go Jets.
Sorry, Roger. The Yankees lost.
Well,
But
I'm,
yes,
on your,
go Jets.
I'm on your side with the Yankees. Luca's on your side with both.
Yes.
Evil's a thief. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Brad. We appreciate
No,
it.
Brad's opinion doesn't count.
Count is 1-1 here from O'Hearn. Evaldi in his first 19 starts of the season, 11-3 with a 2.69 ERA, 8 homers allowed, but last 6 starts, 1-2 with a 9.30 ERA with 7 home runs allowed.
Remember
Pitch
that.
chopped up the middle, fielded there by Seager, and that'll be the end of the inning for Evaldi as he goes through a 1-2-3 inning. Head to the top of the 6th.
Quick inning
the
there
6th.
is pretty much.
I mean,
Remember also he had the forearm strain which kept him out like 2 months.
right. I mean, the last thing I'll say is this: John probably ran out of glasses. Let me explain. He ran out of glasses because he chucked all of them at the wall when the Jets and the freaking.
You know what? That would be a very plausible.
So he
explanation.
decided to take his anger out and steal from Salty Dog. So, all right. Okay. Packers Raiders. There's an obvious one that we're not going to answer because it'll be like 100% rarity. Well, not rarity, but you know.
Yeah, Devontae Adams, obviously, but we're not going to. We're going to discard that. We're going to discard
Did
that.
Matt Flynn never got 3,000, right?
Matt Flynn.
No.
Matt Flynn only played with the Packers because Aaron Rodgers was hurt, and that was on a limited basis.
Okay. Packers Bears. I feel like there could be a few here.
Packers Bears was already solved.
I'm an idiot. Lions Bears.
Ah.
Hold on. I owe that to myself. Hold on. Wait. Armin says Green Bay Raiders, Matt Flynn.
Also a former Jet. But, yeah.
Okay. Raiders Lions.
Hmm.
I think Zach Zenner, maybe?
That's a name I have not heard in a while. That actually will probably work.
No, it won't. But I do have another one. Amir Abdullah.
Right.
Okay. 48%. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
How is he 48%? Maybe because he's a current player still.
Yeah.
Let me ask, what about Clay Freeman? Did he ever play for the Raiders?
No. Bears Lions.
Chase Daniel, maybe?
That's one, yeah. I feel like maybe you could peg out a few more. Let's see if the chat's giving us anything. David Montgomery, yeah, that'd be a little more obvious.
For the Lions, passing yards, we should go with the legend Joey Harrington.
Joey Harrington. All right, so we have.
No, I am an idiot, but I'm not an idiot.
Okay, so Kyle Gibson is still on the mound as the long reliever. As he will deal to Nathaniel Lau.
He's going to date Lau.
Pitch is high. Count is 1-0.
One for 10 in the series. Is it Low or Lau? Can we get confirmation?
I'm pretty sure it's Lau.
Lau.
Count is 1-0. The pitch on the way to Lau is in there for a called strike.
I thought
Count
it
is
was
1-1.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Count is 1-1. The pitch on the way.
Ooh.
And Lau swings and crushes that. That ball is out of here. A home run for Nathaniel Lau. And it is 7-1 Rangers. That ball was screaming off the bat. I'm curious to see the exit velocity on this one.
Woo!
Oh, fucking Ric Flair.
Woo.
Whoa.
Here is Josh Young. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Brian, a bandwagon.
Bandwagon
And
Brian.
the sky is blue. Well,
Count
maybe
is
not
on
right now.
pitch on the way to Young as he
Ooh.
lifts this one deep to left field. Going over and ranging over is Mullins. He'll call it and make the catch. It is one gone.
Yeah, something doesn't tell me that Baltimore's coming back.
Yeah.
And then they're going to start coming back, and then John's going to be the ultimate jinx.
Who knows? It'd be a good game if I'm able to jinx it. I feel like every time we call a game now that's like not our teams, it like becomes a blowout quickly, or like it becomes uncompetitive quickly. I have no clue why.
Pitches outside of Leody Taveras. Count is 1-0. But John has a point.
It's like it's always our luck. We don't get to call close games.
1-0 pitch to Leo Taveras. This one is lifted.
Oh!
Diving stop there by Mountcastle. He fields fires. Nice pick out of the dirt, and 2 gone. Armin has a fact on Donato's goal.
Bedard picked up his first NHL assist. The next great NHL player, supposedly.
So coming up for the Texas Rangers is Marcus Semien, the leadoff hitter. Pitch to Semien is taken outside for a ball.
Probably not. We're planning on doing one a week. So whatever next Tuesday is, looks like that will be the day, unless it doesn't work for us and Wednesday happens.
Semien lifts this one in a shallow right field, and this will be caught by Santander to end the inning. We head to the top of the 7th. It is 7-1 Rangers after a big fly from Nathaniel Lau.
The last close game was when the Yankees beat the Mets and John was imitating Linda and Marte.
See if we can find that, because I have that in my. Here we are. All right. Let's see. Pull it up. And they'll go back to the Immaculate Grid. The Wheel of Doom. Come on. Wait, what are you chanting? I'm chanting Wheel of Doom.
That's what I was chanting.
Yeah, both of you chanting the same thing.
I thought he said We Love Do.
No.
Here it is. Francisco Lindor in the box, right? Strike one. Don't worry, I got it, Buck. Here's strike two. Let me change sides. I might be better on the right side. Strike three. Oh, that's okay. I get my $340 million. Marte, you're up now. Ooh. One, two, three. Oh, great try. Tommy Pham. 1, 2.
This man hit his ceiling fan.
It was worth it. It was pretty funny. I didn't know I would pull that out, but I was just so frustrated.
Yep, and then New York baseball.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if you guys are looking for a manager, I hear Buck Showalter is looking for a job.
I'm good.
Nah.
Jacob thought that was funny. Thank you, Jacob.
Don't worry, hit that 340 million. Oh, that's right.
Or-
The Immaculate.
Don't worry, guys. Come on, we got to put Joey Harrington. Nobody's guessing that man.
There's also what's the one that Armin put? Scott Morrison or something like that? Hold on. Scott Mitchell. So which one? Mitchell or Harrington?
We'll go with Armin's. We'll be nice. We'll go with Armin.
Scott Mitchell. 7%. Okay. 3,000 yards passing, and then Lions Bales.
I think Chase Daniel's a good guess. Wait. The Jet legend, Tim Boyle.
Yuck. That's like extra yuck.
I hope he starts the next game for the Jets.
I really hope he doesn't. That's really mean of you to say.
9%. Okay, and then the game is back, so we'll figure out Green Bay afterward.
Green Bay.
Green Boy.
First pitch from Evaldi is downstairs. Counters want to know to Hayes.
Yep, read that earlier, Armin.
Evaldi, 5 strikeouts on the night.
Oh, God. Luca
No.
Francesa has come back and is pissing off.
Counters want to know this is a strike to Hayes. Swung and a missed.
Evaldi's still dealing. Oh, my bad.
Pitch to Hayes is outside.
Jacob saying that Alex looks a little like Adam Gase. Okay.
What?
Almighty saying it
What
too.
the hell what the hell are you guys talking about? Where are you getting these conspiracies?
I don't know if it's conspiracy theory, man. I heard Snoop Dogg was up in your room earlier.
John needs to stop clowning around.
Hey, it wasn't me that said it. I'm only supplying the evidence.
What evidence? That's hearsay.
It is hearsay, but my hearsay is correct.
Hearsay.
Get Saturday football coverage as they were previewing Mike Maddox looking on the pitching coach. 83 pitches for Evaldi. 2-1 count here to Austin Hayes. Pitch is swung on a miss, strike 2 off the splitter. I'm telling you, I think the Giants are a feeble force to be reckoned with.
A what? What did he say? Feeble force?
Feeble.
Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
3-2. I wasn't even going on a rant. I just said feeble force to be reckoned with.
You're a clown.
Count is 3-2. Evaldi winds, kicks, and delivers. Struck him out.
You know, John, I think he's going to end up breaking his mic doing that.
Woo!
Strikes out Hayes looking with the fastball. One out. Evaldi will now pitch to Cedric Mullins. First pitch is a foul ball up. This one's down the left field line. And this is going to be caught for the second out. That time. This will bring up the next hitter in Jordan Westberg. When does CS start? C's? CS? C's?
Championship hitters.
Oh. I don't know the specific date, I'll be honest. Was that guy just wearing a peach suit? This one is fouled off. You saw the guy, right, with the peach color suit?
Where is he?
I think he was behind on plate. He was like wearing shades and oils, a hat.
I would like to see it.
I like to see it again.
Oh no, Almighty's dissing hockey.
Almighty's gonna get it, bro. This dude is
Is he clowning around?
he's clowning around, and
Westberg swings and misses strike 2.
Almighty's just oof,
Foolishness.
it's foolish.
Evaldi and Texas Ranger fans on their feet. Pitch is downstairs.
Armand, I already did my grids today for hockey. I'm sorry.
He's not sorry.
No, I am sorry. Alex doesn't know what he's talking about.
Count is 1-2, 2 outs. Rangers fans on their feet. The pitch is fouled off. Can I also mention, this was from last week. I was looking at a clip. I was listening to a clip from a Mad Dog show, Chris Russo, and he was talking about, Taylor Swift and all. He's like, you know what? I've had enough Taylor Swift. I've had enough. I've had enough. And he's like, Taylor Swift ought to read a book and know who Len Dawson and Phil Simms are. 1-2 downstairs.
We all know that's not going to happen. So,
and he's like, you said get every call known to man.
Almighty, you have the right to be wrong. That's your opinion.
I think that's a shirt on our shop. Actually, you have the right to be wrong.
Count is 2-2. Evaldi looking on. The pitch from Evaldi. Did he go around? He did not. 3-2.
Are you watching the Golden Knights tonight, Jets?
Probably after this game, I'll turn it on. Knowing myself, I'll probably fall asleep to it just because.
Let's say like a late game.
Yeah, it's the 10. It's like 10 or 10:30. Pretty sure it's 10. Let me check the start time. I know there was a
playing.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Who are they playing?
Seattle. That's a 10:30 start time. Yeah, they're gonna do the cup ceremony there.
The Kraken.
Count is 3-2.
Didn't you and Brian have a bet going back to last year about the Vegas Knights?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he won that bet.
Surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you go to the baseball game and you'll get hit with a home run ball?
What?
He says, what happens if you go to the baseball game and you get hit with the home run ball? 3-2 count from Evaldi. Quick pitch, swung and fouled away.
You better catch it.
Yeah, you gotta
get off your phone and catch it.
Yeah.
Because you know what I think is going to happen? You know what I think it would happen in this generation? A fan be looking at the phone, a fly ball hit the left field, it's gone, hits you, and they're like, okay, I'm suing the stadium. Because I think that would happen. Count is 3-2. The pitch on the way to Westberg is fouled off again. He's put up a hell of an at bat.
10 pitches already in the at bat. Evaldi trying to get out of the 7th, and he's already at 97 pitches. I would be surprised if he goes to the 8th. I would maybe rest him.
Count is 3-2. The pitch on the way. Struck him out.
Woo! That was a nice. I think that was the splitter he went to, and
that'll end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 7th, and it's 7-1 Rangers.
There's the awful Max Scherzer getting hype. Yeah.
Oh no, John's gonna complain now.
I'm not complaining.
We are brought to you by SeatGeek, folks. So if you're going to a baseball game, football game in general, or you need parking passes, you're going to a concert, $20 off your online order with the promo code Big Blue in the Bronx. Now, let's finish up this immaculate grid. We have one more Uno Mas.
I'm really trying to think of Packers' other quarterbacks. I can't think of anyone besides Favre and Rodgers at 3,000.
I feel like someone put it in chat somewhere. Yeah, you're right, Almighty. John does miss Max Scherzer.
Almighty, you are definitely there.
Is he going in the book?
He's way past the book.
I also forgot to mention Jacob was sending us all the clips. Brian also said that the Bucs are going to win the South.
Well, I mean, the South really isn't that good. That's the thing.
That's not like
if the Saints get going, I think they'll win the division.
I mean, Carolina's probably the only team that's probably up, but any of those 3 teams can win. It's really not a hard division. So it's not like that. It's not that crazy to say.
But he said the Bucks are proving people wrong. Baker Mayfield's going to be a top.
How? They went up against the Eagles. They got shellacked.
I would say they got.
I also had to remind Brian. I'm like, Brian, what's your head coach's name? Right.
Well, yeah, we know why, Almighty, because you have the paper bag.
The tank of the tank.
Yeah,
I-
the tankity. The
I
tankity.
hope Carolina loses every game.
I mean, I personally just again.
Well, actually, they won't even need a quarterback, so it doesn't even matter really.
But John,
no,
you're
yes, it
forgetting
does. They have the Bears pick.
the Bears have that.
their pick. Excuse me.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the DJ Moore trade.
Clowns.
Forgot. Yeah, that was a stupid one. That was a bad one.
Who the hell was a quarterback that? Let's see.
There's no one in the 2000s. Had to be someone in the 80s.
I was watching
90s.
last year postseason stream the other day. Found it hilarious how we go from talking about meatball subs to Luca's Stanton home run call. We were talking about meatball subs. I mean, we must have been on some sort of element. And no, I'm not talking drugs. No one, get your conspiracy theories out.
Yeah, that was ALDS Game 5. Am I right? Yeah.
Could be that. Could be that.
I know somebody. I'm going to address Almighty's comment. Somebody said that Bryce Young needs to sit.
I think that this clip here proves that Evaldi's pretty much done. Gave the
Yep.
curtain call.
Did y'all see that press conference from Frank Reich?
No.
I actually did not know.
Okay, so a lot of people are gathering their own conspiracy theories based on what he said in his aggression, that it was not his decision to go pick Bryce Young. He wanted Stroud.
Okay.
What did he say?
Well, he was talking about basically some owners that like to get involved and some owners that like don't want, that like to stay back and whatnot.
Well, Stroud has kind of looked like the best, and Richardson's right behind him, and
Stroud should have went number one.
it's looking like it so far.
This
And
one's
I
popped to
thought-
the left. This will be caught by Austin Hayes. One gone. DL Hall is in the game. But yeah, I think there's like theories starting to come out that David Tepper might have overstepped the coaching staff.
Yeah, and
What's that called, Luca?
That's called meddlesome ownership.
All right. Can't wait till the Johnsons get to that point.
Oh, but dude, they've done that so many times. Why do you think Tim Tebow was a Jet?
I had that clown on 2 of my professional sports teams.
Yeah.
Jets.
Who knows? Maybe he'll start playing hockey.
No. God, no.
Here is Mitch Garver. He takes a strike on the outside corner.
God, no. My God. Just stick to analyzing.
I mean, Tepper's an owner of Charlotte FC, but like, what ties would he have to Alabama? As this one's lined past the diving Westberg, that is a base hit to left field. He'll get on with one out.
I don't know what Carolina was thinking, trading away their own first-round pick when they're still rebuilding. They wanted to go up to get Bryce. That was the whole thing there. They traded up to 1 for Bryce. Other than that, you don't do that. And look at Max Scherzer for 2 seconds on the screen. That's
I'm sure John's very enthused.
Yeah, and also he's very enthused to know that Brian still has that jersey. Remember?
Hey, he's your fan, not me. He's a proud Yankee fan.
No. We already.
No, that's his words.
No. He's a Met fan.
Garcia takes a call strike, count his own 1.
We've had multiple people call him out on it.
Hall from the stretch with the 0-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swung and missed, blown by a fastball, count his own 2.
So now they have a new thing at the ballpark in Philly. It's called the Schwarberger, half-pound burger, barbecue brisket, cheese, bacon, onion rings, and a cherry pepper relish.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
All of those
Swing
purchases
and miss by Garcia.
go to the First Responder Fund.
That actually sounds really good.
Harrison,
I mean, I'm not sure I would eat the relish, or the onion rings, but
You mean Bader to the Mets? Is that or Bader to somebody else?
No.
No, he's talking about Marvin Harrison
Oh,
Oh,
Jr.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
My bad.
I mean, I feel like he's the first player that's good. I mean, I've been starting to do like some college rankings and stuff. I feel like he's going to be the first non-quarterback off the board.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he's that good.
Like
100%. Like
he's
top
gonna, he's the elite receiver in this class.
Evan Carter is up at the plate for the Texas Rangers.
question is who will go to. Now the Bears have 2 picks.
He might go to Chicago. They could
I mean,
very
like,
well
I don't
end up 1-2, and they can go get their quarterback. If Fields
I
doesn't
still think
progress.
they should go O-line too.
What happened?
Should still go O-line.
I mean, they could go either route.
Yeah.
They could.
Count is 1-1 with 2 outs. Pitch from Hall. This one is high. Count is 2-1.
Rule team on 5 team. I mean, the Eagles like to get rid of running backs, but DeAndre Swift is. Why is Chapman coming in a non-save situation? Well, actually, no. He's more of the 8th inning guy now. Never mind. Bears going to fumble with the picks. Hopefully, does Penix go top 5? Depends who's in top 5. If the Vikings are there, I could see it. 2019, yeah, Murray.
Count is 2-2. As they're previewing the Sunday Fox game of the week with the Jets and the Eagles. In other areas, it's the Lions and the Bears, and I think the Cardinals and the Rams. Count is 2-2 with 2 outs. The pitch to Evan Carter is swung on and fouled away. Stays alive. Child's Play, Corbin Carroll and Evan Carter, first 2 rookies in MLB history, reached base safely in 12 times in their first 4 postseason games.
Jesus, that's incredible.
Count is 2-2. The pitch on the way is outside 3-2. Full count.
That'd be stupid almighty. That would be pretty dumb.
It would.
Count is 3-2 with 2 outs. The runner will go. The pitch. Carter grounds this foul. He'll stick around.
Lindor.
Get off. Mr. I only play in the second half, and it doesn't matter.
I was about to say, like, there were Met fans, and I'm not joking, that said he had an MVP type season.
No, he didn't. Okay, let's stop. Let's stop lying. Okay, he showed up for the second half. Congratulations. That he showed up when pretty much it was already. They knew they were done.
Call strike 3 on the outside corners. That'll end the inning. Carter does not like that call, but we head to the top of the 8th. It is 7-1 Rangers.
Smacky the likey, hitty the subby, folks. Should I trade Pollard for Jacobs?
The expert, but I wouldn't.
For some reason, I thought Pollard was injured.
You know what? It's the Dallas Cowboys schedule remaining.
I can look it up if you want.
I got it.
I want to check the Raiders. The Raiders play New England, Chicago, and Detroit in the next 3, and then after that, the Giants. Man, it's kind of like where KC was when they drafted Mahomes. Imagine legit QB with those weapons. I mean, the Kirk Cousins only has 1 more year, but it depends, because Justin Jefferson, does he want to stay there with a rookie quarterback? That's a big question. But John, you're on mute.
Muted. Sorry, it accidentally muted, but be quiet, you brown paper bag fan.
Feeble Giant fan.
That's right.
No. Feeble is feeble. Feeble's this guy.
That is almighty. He's had the last 2 games. Jacobs has been very good. I have Josh Jacobs.
I had one team in fantasy that did not lose that lost this week out of like 6 teams. So
All my fantasy teams lost this week, so I'm gonna have to manufacture some trades. In some leagues I'm 2-3, some leagues I'm 3-2. One league I'm 4-1, which happens to be John's league.
maybe you should tank.
No, why would I tank? I'm not you. You tanked in the middle of a fantasy season.
When did I do that?
I think it was like 2018, I want to say.
I think it was 2019, actually.
But why would you tank a fantasy season?
So you get the number 1 overall pick the next year. Luca, what do we... Come on, you're an experienced tanker.
But fantasy football, is that really worth it?
Yes. I never done fantasy basketball.
Nah, it's just too much to do it every day.
That's the same
Oh,
thing with fantasy baseball, too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do fantasy baseball.
Can't do it.
I've tried twice. I can't. So we head to the top of the 8th. Adam Frazier is going to be replaced by Jorge Mateo. And as Aroldis Chapman, the former Yankee, will come on.
The flamethrower.
Former Yankee versus former Yankee.
Chapman winds, kicks, and delivers a fastball for a called strike.
99 on the gun for Chapman. So there you look at his regular season numbers: 3.09 ERA and 58 and a third inning with the Texas Rangers. Obviously coming over from the Royals.
Chapman winds, kicks, and delivers as this one's high, 1-1. Bruce Bochy looking on the experienced manager. The 1-1 from Chapman is delivered and swing and a miss. Right blown fastball right by him. Count is 1-2.
Let's talk about the tanking portion. I mean, listen, if I was able to sign up for fantasy football at 5 years old, I mean, that would have been an interesting one. Almighty says he's going to tank. Let me ask a question, Almighty. Do you tank in Madden too? You might as well change your name to Tank.
Oh.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he talks about tanking a lot. So tanking.
Armin, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right, Armin.
This is like unprecedented.
Count is 2-2. The pitch to Mateo. Swing and a miss. He got him. 1-2 on the fastball. One gone.
He just overmatched Mateo. Mateo had no chance on that.
Isn't he eligible this year, though? Like this coming
2025, I want to say.
2 years.
After the Rizzo contract.
He's my player right after Rizzo.
A little tired there, Luca.
Excuse me. Here is the lefty, Gunnar Henderson. First pitch is a call strike. Count is 0-1.
See, John, I'm not wrong.
It's 2K. You can do whatever you want in your franchise. But Alex is a hypocrite.
I'm a hippo?
I did not. I just said hypocrite, but that's apparently hippo. Count is 1-1 to Gunnar Henderson. Gunnar Henderson, should I say. Pitch is lined into center field as a base hit. It will land in front of Leody Taveras.
3-hit day for Gunnar Henderson. Has been probably the best O's player out there.
I don't play Madden. Well, I kind of don't blame you. Madden nowadays is trash.
True.
Oh, it says
it's all right, Hayes. I'll be waiting. Come on, man. Come on. Everyone takes a shot at me, but you gotta at least be able to say it right. Come on now.
Coming up to the plate.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Coming up to the plate is Adley Rutschman. He takes a ball low. Chapman wanted that. That pitch is low. Count is 1-0. Rutschman 0 for 3 with a strikeout, flyout, and a groundout. He's 1 for 11 in this series. He has struggled. The 1-0 pitch. Downstairs 2-0. Chapman wanted that pitch too, but good calls by the plate umpire Marquez. Has a team ever came back down 6 in the 8th inning? Well, I remember in 2012, the NLDS, the Nationals choked a 7-run lead, I want to say, against the Cards in Game 5, nonetheless. Chapman goes for the pickoff move.
Well, I know that I don't know if we're are we only talking playoffs?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I guess.
Because the first thing that came to my mind was the Mets meltdown a few years ago against the Nats.
I remember that one.
Join us in
2-0.
go for tank
Foul
world
ball.
order.
The point.
What was the I don't think they were down 6 though. It was the NLDS, Nats, and Cards.
Yeah.
Playoffs only. Why is it called a? I'm not gonna I'm not gonna join the tank world order yet. That sounds like a secret government.
Count is 2-1. The pitch on the way to Rushman. He pops this one up into right field. Coming on his Garcia. He'll call off Tavares, and it's 2 gone here in the top of the 8th.
Called a tank. I don't know. Ask the people that came up with the name tank for.
It was actually Alex is the one who came up with the term. So ask your questions to him.
Okay, so I'm a genius then. Thank you, John. What about Dodgers and Nats?
Well,
2019.
But how are you calling yourself a genius if you're like arguing against your own logic half the time?
Because I'm that intelligent.
What? That made no sense there, Luca. Come on, back me up.
Count is 1-0 to Anthony Santander.
Almighty saying, just join the tank. We're 1-4. It's meaningless at games at this point.
But John, ethical reasons.
Ethical. We're not ethical. Get out of here. We don't stand for.
You know what?
Bro.
I can't wait for the Jets to start losing games if they do, and then you guys are gonna join in on the tank.
Yeah, but we're not going against it because of ethical reasons. 2-0 ball.
You know what? You know what? I was gonna say this yesterday on the show, but I might as well say it now. Your team is gonna end up like 7-10. Like that's because that's the way it's gonna go. It's Zach Wilson's gonna play okay football at best, and then you guys will be like just morphed into that. So won't really focus.
You're
on
acting like we're not surprised.
I'm just telling you what the outcome is.
I'm very well aware what the outcome is probably going to be.
Disgruntled says tough for Baltimore. They got to prioritize pitching. I
It's
think
the
a little
growth of the
hitting,
youth.
too. I still think they're lacking maybe one superstar, but
Well, they need a starter.
Oh, speaking of disgruntled, did you hear that your owner, Mr. Mark Davis, was playing the slots at a local airport? And I'm not joking when I say that either. Nah, Jets fans gonna make the playoffs. Giants fans copping so hard.
Listen, bro, let's just take it 1 week at a time. As Chapman's going to have a chat with Mike Maddox.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets lose to the Giants. I'm all for the Jets tanking.
Yeah.
If they just started like 1-4, 1-5, 1-6, I'd be like, yeah, it's over. Let's root for the tank.
Luca and John, I think your Jets will beat the Eagles.
Hayes, I hope you're so right.
I think he's definitely being sarcastic. There's no way we're there. I have like zero confidence for beating the Eagles.
Without sarcasm, I hope you're right, Hayes.
Because they never beat the Eagles in franchise.
They've never beaten the Eagles once in the regular season, and that still haunts me.
And they're just so much a better team. It's like, okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna have the same expectations I did as we faced the Chiefs.
Exactly. Here's Ryan Mountcastle, first pitch from Chappie. Did he go around? First base umpire says no, he did not.
Fuel the tank. They're limited in cash, so Baltimore can't get pitching a superstar hitter, only one. And you remember who the owner is, Angelos. Please beat the Eagles. I hate them. Yeah.
Jose Leclerc is up in the pen for the Rangers.
Only if Luca. You know what, Luca? I'll give you permission.
What do you want me to bet? The Eagles money line?
I don't care what you do. Just make the Jets win at this point.
I mean, the last time I did a spread bet was, I told you last night, 2.5. I did 1.5 on the Texans, but I should have done 2.5. I would have won.
Yeah,
1.5, and they didn't cover it. So maybe I bet the Eagles like at a certain spread. Mountcastle takes inside. What?
Imagine he bets the wrong spread, and then the Eagles just piss and blow out the Jets.
That's also possible too. Aaron Hicks is on deck, the former Yankee.
Chapman versus Hicks. Come on, we need to see this. Oh shit, we're gonna see it. Maybe, I don't know.
Leclerc's up in the pen, so you might not. 3-0, ball 4. Chapman has just lost it.
No, I don't know if they'll go bullpen yet. I have more confidence in the Jets than Jeff fans. It actually checks out.
Okay. Listen, I like that vote of confidence, Disgruntled. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Almighty says Eagle fans gonna take over MetLife.
Oh my God, yes. Like somebody was Bruce Bochy's coming out. He's going to replace Roldis Chapman. Somebody was like on Twitter, like, "Oh, I just called my season ticket rep. I called my season ticket rep. Tickets are all sold out." Like, yeah, who do you think's going to the game? The Eagles fans. They all bought them in advance. Philadelphia from East Rutherford. That's a 2-hour drive. That's easy. It's so easy to drive there. And the Jets are 2-3 compared to the Eagles being undefeated. Of course, they're going to go travel. They travel. And MetLife Stadium. Listen, the Jet fans show out. But that stadium has no home atmosphere. It never will have a home atmosphere. That's why the Jets ought to move out and get a new stadium in Queens. I will sign up for that any day. Even if I have to go to Long Island, I will sign up for that. And to mention, I think the Jets have the same home field advantage as the Chargers. The Chargers have 2 fans, but the Jets have a lot of fans.
Yeah, they got Kerm and somebody else.
Kerm and
Well, I shouldn't say no. They're not fans. Who cares? The last time Luca did a spread was wearing his princess dress. No, actually not. Not even God can help the Jets beat the Eagles. Well, my friend's uncle, my best friend's uncle, has a saying, and this is so true on so many aspects. Put Jesus on the Jets, they would still suck.
he's right.
And I also think they're cursed. But
Maybe I'm just trying to forget how Josh McDaniels tried to give the game away multiple times.
yeah, McDaniels sucks.
The Giants might actually beat the Raiders, but I'm not going to even say that they are because
Yeah, I might say the same.
Did you guys hear what Domino's is doing? Because I know we do like to talk about food on the
Oh
show.
no! What are they doing now, John?
They are offering a free emergency pizza.
What?
So get this, as my friend just sent it to me. He goes, Domino's is offering an emergency pizza program, granting customers a free medium 2-topping pizza for the use at their convenience. To participate, customers need to place a delivery order online for $7.99 or more, automatically earning their emergency pizza.
Oh, this is why
Here comes
Domino's
the
is
paper
not
bag.
relevant. This is why Domino's is not relevant. When are they offering it? Almighty says.
It didn't say a date. I think it means like right now.
So what's the emergency that you're getting your ass beat? Oh wait, shit, guys, I gotta order Domino's.
That's right. You see?
You're getting robbed. Oh shit, I gotta
emergency.
order Domino's.
Emergency.
If Barkley's out, the Giants got no shot.
Barkley's gonna play. Barkley's gonna play.
Yeah, but all Buffalo has to do is stack the box.
If
No,
Barkley,
he's playing at
if
the Raiders
Barkley,
game.
wait, let's make this very clear. If Barkley plays, they still have no shot.
Against the Raiders?
Oh no, I'm saying the Bills.
No, we're talking about the Raiders. I
Oh.
know what's this week against the love Domino's. I don't. Next to Philly, believe in the speed bridge and the root juice, fellas.
Okay. Here is Jose Leclerc.
2-2.
He'll face off against the former Yankee Aaron Hicks. The pitch, inside ball 1.
I mean, Marcus Peters literally saved the game, but the Packers are also an awful football team.
Jordan Love might not be that good.
Count is 1-0. The pitch on the way from Leclerc. And therefore, no strike.
You might be able to get on a wheel or two, all right? Everyone's got to take their chance, though. Everyone's got to take their turn.
Okay. All right. Well, we got to settle it. It's got to be O-line or is it got to be quarterback?
We got to see.
Count is 1-1. The pitch on the way to Hicks is swung on a miss, strike 2.
Oh, this man had 2 straight meatballs right down the plate, and he swung through both of them.
Yeah, crowd on their feet at Globe Life.
The former Yinzer.
As John said, the crowd is on their feet. 1-2 count, 2 outs, bases loaded, 7-1 Rangers, top of the 8th, and the deciding possible game 3. The pitch to Hicks is way high, 2-2.
Feeble is too cheap to buy a pizza.
What? So you don't know what you're talking about, old man Brad.
Ooh.
Count is 2-2. The pitch to Hicks just missed 3-2. Leclerc could possibly walk the bases loaded, and I should say move the runner home. Damn
I
it.
don't look cheap. Who the hell is calling me cheap?
I thought you
You
said
don't know, Almighty. You don't know what you're talking about.
3-2, fouled off.
If I'm cheap, then you guys want Aaron Hicks back on the Yankees.
I don't get the. Obviously, it is true, this emergency pizza stuff, but
I told you it was true.
Count is 3-2. Runners go. The pitch. Swung on and chops right to Lau. He fires to Leclerc, and that'll end the inning. The Orioles leave the bases loaded, and the Rangers right now are 3 defensive outs away from moving on to the ALCS for the first time since 2011.
Aaron Hicks just sold. John. What was I going to say? Pittsburgh Penguins hockey game. There were Fire Canada chants.
That's funny. No way.
I am not surprised.
That's actually really funny. Creative. I'll give him that.
Well, Sunil, Hicks sold. I mean, he swung through 3 meatballs.
Why is Jim Joyce on a Geico commercial?
Well, he's just like he sold that game. You know, he could sell you car insurance like he sold that game for
Armando Galarraga.
yeah.
Yeah.
Honey buns? No. Phoebe would steal the pizzas. Well, I told you, Brad. He stole the glass from Salty.
Yeah, no, that's not what happened. Okay, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's all lies, guys. It's all lies what he's telling. No, I haven't had.
I've had before.
Here's a fact. Alex does not like cinnamon buns.
Is he okay?
I'm physically here. Of course I'm okay.
Well, I just had to make sure, because when you make silly statements like that,
He doesn't like cinnamon
I
rolls.
think we need to question. I think we need to question your mental sanity. Going out here.
no, I think we need to question yours.
Going out here stealing glasses from restaurants.
I'm not. You know what? Enough of your ethics, okay? Because you're so ethically clean, ethically moral that you're against tanking apparently, but you do it in fantasy football.
Yeah, that was 4 years ago? Come on.
Oh no!
I found God, John.
Once a tanker, once a tanker, always a tanker. Okay, isn't that right, Luca?
Right.
Luca gets it.
I'm taking Caleb Williams. We are streaming the Notre Dame game this weekend against USC, by the way. So for those of you who want to just watch some college football along with us or look at the quarterback, well, both quarterbacks I think are going to be coming out this year. So Jiro Sasaki's planning to attend college in the USA before instead of entering that. Oh, that's an interesting. Like I saw a highlight of him on Twitter hitting a monster home run, but I didn't know that. That would be awesome. But John didn't read that because he's too busy clowning around.
No, I did read it actually.
I mean, yeah, because I mean,
it's a
year. It's a continuing league. Like the league I supposedly, which I believe I tanked in 2019. You know what's funny about that too? Is 2019 I tanked, right? And 2020 I won. No, it couldn't have been 2019. I made the championship. No, I didn't make the championship. I think I gotta go back and look. But I'm pretty sure if I tanked in 2019, I won the championship in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
That's why tanking works.
That's right.
Wait,
DL Hall is still in the game.
How would Feeble steal his own man bun? I'm confused, Brad.
Brad's just reaching. Old man Brad. It's past his bedtime. He's just reaching.
Count is 1-2 to Jonaheim. Jorge Mateo. I almost said Jorge Mateo. Takes over at short. Gunnar Henderson takes over at second, I want to say.
Well, I mean, I am the owner of that league, but then again, I keep track of the standings every year. So
Count is 1-2. Bochy looks on. DL Hall winds, kicks, and delivers. Swung on and lined into right field. Going back to the track, Santander. He'll make the catch against the wall. One gone.
1 out in the inning. Here is Nathaniel Low/Lau, because we haven't figured it out.
Thank you. Luca's got to stop clowning around.
What? Tanking does work. It's just that you got to have the right front office to do it. Look at the Astros. They sucked for a lot of years.
Yeah, but they didn't have the same manager.
They
Yeah, but-
had talent. They had young talent because of sucking.
Okay, and they got Yordan Alvarez from the Dodgers. What would you like?
Pitches outside.
He just turned his camera off in rage.
Because literally, they got Altuve, they got Correa, they got Springer as a result of being bad.
Bregman.
Bregman, thank
Be a
you.
result of them being cheap.
2-0. High 3-0.
I like this. It's fucking
Well, you are in Australia, but it is you need that extra afternoon nap.
Count is 3-0.
It actually says it's meant for Brooklyn, but who knows?
Brooklyn Dodgers. But
Wait,
there's
Jake, you didn't know this?
Yeah.
it was the Josh Fields trade, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Count is 3-1. Pitch to Lau, and he swings and fouls this one off.
I think what he's trying to say,
And the Pens are losing.
I guess what he's
Boo, Pens.
I guess what he's trying to say, Brad, is that you need to take a lunchtime nap.
Count is 3-2. Pitch to Lau, and he fouls this one off.
Is there a motorcycle?
That was it passed me. Yeah. No helicopters tonight, but we do got a motorcycle.
Pitch, and Lau, what is he swinging at there? 2 gone.
I gotta look up this crap. So they're going to the bullpen. Yep.
And they're gonna get somebody.
They said something to somebody. No,
Yeah, I know.
more likely the Jets, but unfortunately not. Because
I don't think so in Manhattan. I think it would be in Queens as Yenier Cano is gonna come in.
like I will say this. I know. Shouts to the Hub, by the way, who lives in Queens. I know he's talked numerous times about putting a stadium in Corona Park, Queens. Would I be a fan of that? No. Would I do that over Jersey? Yes. Because I could just take the N train, maybe, and then like the R, instead of just New Jersey Transit and all that nonsense.
Yeah, you got to take a train into the city, and then you got to hop on a train to Secaucus.
You know how many, Almighty, you know how many people would get mad if you got rid of Central Park?
Get rid of Central.
Central Park literally divides Manhattan. I mean, you know how many people would be no, we're going to build a stadium right there. That would not work. That's what divides the east and west side.
I mean, it would be nice for nice for money making purposes.
Right, but it wouldn't generate the tourism. Remember, all the people from the Midwest are going to be mad. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that I hate Central Park, but it's not something I go to.
Right. Oh, there you go, Jersey Mike's. Only the best sub shop in America. Sub shop in America.
Sub shots in America.
Even better than Subway.
Jacob, he lives at Yankee Stadium.
You just called Yankee Stadium a dorm room? Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is a shopping mall, but
That's true. I'll admit it's like as soon as you like walk in, all the apparel,
yeah.
jerseys.
No,
the,
I wouldn't
Hard
get
Rock
rid of
Cafe.
it. Well, first of all, in what position would I be in? Two, no, I wouldn't get rid of Central Park.
we do have to get out of Jersey. I agree, Almighty. You do make a good point.
No,
Well,
no, John. The Giants can stay in Jersey. We'll take the trip to New York.
I mean, I'd love that.
It's for you, Luca.
I don't care. There's the hearth of Jet fans is in Queens and Long Island. Your hearth of Giant fans is in Jersey.
And all the Jersey lifers can get out of there. But
Yeah, because some Jersey people act like they've never had dealt with traffic in their life.
you know what I don't get? And I know this is like other subject, and I know we're about to call a game. People because I saw this. It was a Giant fan making a post. He's like, "Yeah, we got to move the stadium back to New York and whatnot." Someone's like, "Oh, I don't want to hear gunshots." Really? You don't hear gunshots in Jersey? Clown.
You're right by Patterson.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's such a lovely
I
area.
agree. Don't be taking pot shots at my dinner. Bella Mazza from Subway.
Here is Josh Young from your Cano first pitch is in there for a called strike. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think.
No, unless you go all the way to Fordham, but even then, that's a hike.
Yeah, that's like I'll say in a second. The 0-1 pitch to Young is grounded. Weekly to third, fielded nicely, fires safe. Young beats it out as the Rangers have a runner first. The one place in Brooklyn that has a lot of open space is Floyd Bennett, but that's a hike.
And I would still kind of go to Floyd Bennett because at least I could drive within a good distance and not have to pay fucking tolls.
Yeah, but there's no direct. To be fair, there's no direct train route like for the Jersey
There's no train.
lifers. For the Jersey, listen, it's even. I agree with you. It's good for the Queens Jet fans, the Long Island Jet fans, the Brooklyn Jet fans, the Jersey lifers that come from Middle Jersey and want to take the train up. There's no direct train that goes there. That's the problem. Unless you maybe take the Q and then drive a little bit or take an Uber. But
I just don't understand because the Jersey lifers literally drive anyway. Most New York people take the friggin' subway.
yeah, because Jersey was built on a highway. Count is 1-0. The pitch is lined into center field from Tavares. Coming on as Mullins will make the catch. We are 3 outs away from the Texas Rangers moving on to the ALCS. Almighty suggests get rid of MCU. Well, where are you going to move the Brooklyn Cyclones to?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, you can't that's
They're not going to start moving around teams or moving.
Yeah, that's one. Number two, you would have to rip up part of Coney Island to do that, and I don't think that's not going to. I don't think it's going to happen. Jacob asked a question: what is it like at Citi Field? Really want to go there? It's a nice stadium. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, it's an interesting. Like every ballpark, it's interesting getting out of there, but no, it's a nice ballpark.
They actually have a parking lot. They have an open parking lot next to the stadium, unlike Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, we got to. I mean, but also a little bit of money grabbers. But Fordham is dangerous. Yeah, I drive. Fordham is dangerous. I don't think so. Maybe I haven't been to that part, but Fordham's like college. It's a bunch of college.
No, he's Almighty's got a point.
It's bad.
It's not the best area.
I haven't spent other than one time in Morris Park and in the Yankee Stadium. I have not spent much time in the Bronx.
Here, someone just showed me the Fire Canada.
Yeah. Luca, do you have enough space to build a stadium for the Jets in Queens?
I'm sure there's open area in Queens. I mean,
you literally go to Jamaica, Queens. It literally looks like Jersey. So.
And listen, we could build it in a spot where the Jersey people driving in from Jersey could see it along the Grand Central Expressway. I mean, when you're driving along the Grand Central Expressway, you can see Citi Field.
Move the Mets to Alaska and build a stadium at Citi Field. I like this idea. Thank you, Brad.
Nah, Brad. Well, you know what? We're gonna keep you in Australia, and I think we're gonna keep the Mets in Queens.
Man, looks like the Hawks officially won.
The Penguins lose to the worst team. The Penguins lose to the worst team. The Penguins lose to the worst team.
Didn't they get the number 1 pick?
Yeah, the Hawks got the number 1 pick.
No, we don't live in Jersey, Jacob.
No, we're not in Jersey.
We don't live in Queens either. What open area in Queens?
We're not far from Queens.
Jamaica. If you go from Long Island, because I've driven from there, if you go from Long Beach and then you start going into Queens, John will tell you, I was literally in the car with him and I'm like, where the fuck are we? He goes, we're in Queens. I'm like, this looks like Jersey.
Unless you want to go, unless you want to build a stadium Far Rockaway, but that's like
Almighty. I mean, they actually tried to build a NASCAR track in Staten Island, but they wouldn't allow that. The city wouldn't allow that. So, yes, he is correct. I have my license and I've driven.
They might be one of the worst teams the Penguins lost. It's just good that they lost.
NASCAR. Yep.
what's up,
No.
Kerm?
Kerm?
Move the
No,
Mets to Nashville.
No, you know what? We're gonna move Kerm to Nashville, okay?
Listen, he's already on the West Coast, so that's gonna be.
I forgot where's Kerm. Kerm, where are you from? I forgot.
He's a Chargers fan. I think he lives on the West Coast. I
Oh,
think.
that's right. He is
I think
from-
moving him to Nashville would be kind of culture shock for him. Count is 0-1 to Austin Hayes from Leclerc. The pitch is outside 1-1.
He said, Jacob.
Almighty says, "Can you build it next to Arthur Ashe?"
I don't.
I don't know if there's open space over there. If there is, I wouldn't mind.
Wouldn't mind.
Brad.
1-1 is high in the air, and it's going to be caught by Josh Young. 1 away. 2 outs away from ALCS for the Rangers.
They should build an IndyCar track.
Where are you going to build it, though, is the question.
You know, and also another thing is, well, we were come back from Florida about a year and a half ago, and Luca decides to point to somebody. Well, not point, but he was. We were all in the car. It was me, the former co-host of the Boys in the Big Apple podcast. And no, I'm not talking about Donald. I'm talking about Sean. I'll wait for this play to be called.
Cedric Mullins. Pitch is grounded. Nice diving stop by Semien. Fires 1 out away. The Rangers are from the ALCS.
He lives in South Texas, but originally from SoCal. But back to
that's
this,
not exactly
Luca
close.
literally turned to my best friend, who's a NASCAR fan, and goes, "Why can't they race inside?"
I was asking, why can't they race inside Aqueduct Racetrack? And he's like, because everybody would die in there from all the fumes. Because it's indoors, obviously. But anyways, Jordan Westberg up at the plate is first pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. Rangers fans on their feet. They have a chance to go to the ALCS for the first time since 2011. They have not been to the playoffs since 2016. The pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. The Texas Rangers are 1 strike away from moving on to the ALCS. Orioles are 1 strike away from being eliminated. Both teams, well, the Rangers were a wild card team. The Orioles were a division winner of the AL East. The 0-2 from Leclerc. Score! Swung on and missed. And the Texas Rangers are moving on to the ALCS. A
Hold
sweep for
it,
the
hold
Baltimore
it.
Orioles.
Ric Flair says,
Woo! The Texas Rangers, for the first time in about over 10 years, are moving on to the ALCS. An inspired club, and they're moving on after a sweep of the Baltimore Orioles.
you gotta, if Houston wins, we got a Battle of Texas for the American League Championship Series. That'd be pretty cool. A rivalry.
The Orioles look pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Not depressed. Demoralized, that's the word. They look demoralized, but you know what? This season was a step in the right direction for the Baltimore Orioles, finally getting back into playoff contention. Bruce Bochy has done a hell of a job with the Rangers with this year. Rangers obviously sweeping their opponents in the wild card series, but they're moving on, and they will face the winner of the Astros Twins series. I'm betting it's going to be the Astros, but we'll see. But yeah, that's how it's going to end. Nathan Eovaldi pitched a hell of a game. Dean Kramer massively struggled. The Rangers bats really got on top
Yeah, a
of
couple.
it, and they've been the story. They were an underdog pretty much coming in this series, and the Rangers have a lot of fight.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Luca. 7 strong innings from frontline starter Nathan Eovaldi. Only 1 earned on this one. No walks, 7 strikeouts and 5 hits. So he pitched a gem today. He had 3 bombs today from the Rangers. Obviously, Seager being the first one, but then Garcia hitting that 3-run shot, and then Lowe tacking on the extra to pretty much ice this game. O's really did struggle in this series with hitting. I mean, key guys like Rutschman, Mountcastle didn't really show up. O'Haron struggled. Frazier, not much of a factor. Some of these guys.
Yeah.
So The only guy that really stood out maybe was Henderson, and occasionally like a Hayes or a Santander. But Kramer did awful today, and once that second inning happened, you kind of had the feeling this team was dead. So
Yeah. I'm just going to ask one thing of Jacob. Please clip the call for me.
Peace out.
Guys,
Thank you, Hayes.
logging off because as we're about to say goodbye, make sure as everyone's safe. Don't drink and drive, guys. Just remember.
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
But like, comment, subscribe to all the good stuff. We'll be back Thursday for Thursday Night Football. Until then, guys, peace out. See you later. Stay cool.